Would throw here, stands back near his own end zone, fires it out, and Gorkuber's got it! He's out past the 30, 40, midfield, down to the 40, he could go all the way! Oh my goodness! This is... So we must have had Ellie Meyer the previous one, so Abby Haig tournament. Now here is a pitch, Snidey gets it, he'll go down in the backfield! Oh! So Francisco Rodriguez will take the corner kick, bending it in, a header and a goal! Well, chances for the team taking the corner. This one is bent in, a header, and it's off the goal post and in! And the Cardinals Marty. Now a play in the middle, again pushed over. Monticello getting a little tentative here. Schlichting will down it. Here comes St. Cloud getting behind the defense here. Longnecker trying to make the shot. Lewis is battling Recklin Ellingson, and here the 4-0 lead over Alexandria. The Spuds get a lead pass up ahead. Here's Tyden Bergeson in. Backhander is safe. Time. Now we've got a runner. That doesn't go. Brown with a defensive rebound. Outlet back, a 2-on-1. Nice dish inside to Thielen along the left block. Turns around. Shot doesn't go. Rebound to Miles Gray. Outlet ahead now to Mason Witt. We begin calendar year 2026 with high school girls hockey coming your way inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. The Alexandria Lady Cards begin their 2026 portion of the schedule hosting the Northern Stars from the city of Duluth, Minnesota. If the concept of Duluth Northern Stars is somewhat unfamiliar to you, Duluth does co-op for high school girls hockey. So you have students from Duluth-Denfeld High School and Duluth East High School who help to make up the Duluth Northern Stars Co-op. If you happen to be watching on our YouTube channel right now, you might be thinking, why are you not describing the game, T-Mac? Come on, it's 2026 after all. Get with the program. But the junior varsity game is using extra time right now. The JV is presently tied in the matchup. Duluth and Alexandria are deadlocked at 2, so they are playing on for potentially up to another minute and 44 seconds. And if no scoring takes place during that allotted time available, then the game will end in a tie. And then we're probably about 25 minutes away from the start of the varsity game, so we'll still be right around 3 o'clock for the varsity start time here inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Welcome to our Jotner Motors pregame show as we come to you on our latent media platforms today. KXRA Radio on your dial at 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, and 105.7 FM. We have the live video streaming also through the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. And again, you can link up to that, and then you get the video partnered up with the KXRA play-by-play. We have 3 persons as part of our latent media crew on site, and a 4th that is helping to engineer back at KXRA Radio. That is Jackson, who is our radio studio engineer today. Along with our videographer, JP Boleen, I am DMAC Dave McClurg, and Jeff James is along with me for the broadcast. Jeff, I hope 2025 wrapped up well for you and your family as we now embark on a new year, and I know a number of our January broadcasts will have you involved, as well as we'll get plenty of good looks at the Alexandria girls and boys hockey teams as the second half of the winter season gets underway.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good end of 25, and it's a good start to 26, seeing you and JP and Michael Wright and everybody else up here right now, so it's been fun.
I know with the addition of a 1 year on the Gregorian calendar, do any of us three look any older than we did last year?
No, we all look younger, don't we?
Well, I can say that for JP.
Yeah.
Michael's debatable.
If he cuts his hair, he might look a few years younger.
Yeah, he looks pretty handsome regardless of the hair length and everything like that. But Alexandria's girls hockey team was able to secure win number 9 just 3 days ago here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Always good when you can beat a conference rival, and that happens to be Brainerd Little Falls. That's also a section rival, so Alexandria went 2-0 against the Warriors during the regular season. And I would think, Jeff, that gives Alexandria a little bit of extra boost going into what's going to be a very aggressive January schedule. I think with today's game included, the Lady Cardinals will play 12 games before the end of the month. So we talk about our broadcast schedule being pretty active. The time on the ice for the Alexandria girls hockey players, they're going to get a lot of it between now and the end of January.
Right. I mean, this is by far the most games they're going to see in a calendar month. And you know, we're coming up to crunch time, too. I mean, I know that's hard to say, or weird to say, but in you know, a little bit over 30 days, we're going to have some section playoff games going on, and that's always where you want to try and ramp up to be playing your best hockey. In Alexandria, they're going to have plenty of time to get going on that.
I know that we had the opportunity to last broadcast the Alexandria girls hockey team almost 4 weeks ago. I believe it was Saturday, December 6th. Now, I believe you had some other commitments that day, but Alexandria came back for a 4-3 victory over the Buffalo Bison. Again, another section rival and everything, but what's really intriguing is, Alexandria came back and had 3 games in a 6-day span after that, and then I think the Lady Cardinals went from December 16th to December 30th without playing a game because they had one weather postponement in there, but yet they still found a way that they didn't show a lot of rust on the ice here on Tuesday in earning that 3-0 win.
Right, and that's it's strange because in the past, Coach Arola has played in some holiday tournaments, and I see that the boys have elected to just play one game, but I think it's a nice break for the kids. Going into the holiday break, you might be a little banged up and things like that, and it's nice to have those 3 days off. Now you're looking around the state and you're seeing, well, they're playing 3 games, they're playing 3 games, they're playing 3 games. Would that make January a little bit less taxing? Maybe. But I think the parents and the girls would probably agree that, it's nice to have a little bit of a break as well.
I am, and I've been around long enough. We started having holiday tournaments for hockey and basketball back in the later years when I was still in high school. And now holiday tournaments are very common in both of those sports. But as I've gotten older and everything like that, and I'm not a parent, so I don't have significant others that I want to see, achieve success on the ice or whatever sport that they pursue. But I firmly believe and have become a big believer that the holiday season is kind of family time.
Right.
Right. Quality family time. A lot of families choose to get together over Christmas, or for example, Mark Anthony, he and his extended family had their Christmas celebration yesterday, and I'm just of the belief that I think in some ways holiday tournaments have merit, but I think we look at our opponent today, the Duluth Northern Stars. They didn't play in a holiday tournament either. So, in a sense, both of these teams have had some significant time to rest.
Right.
Now, for Duluth, this is their first game since December 20th. And for Alexandria, their 2-week gap went between December 16th and December 30th.
Right. And in an interesting thing, D-Mac, since you talked about the family stuff, I had an opportunity to talk with Coach Landon Olson before the alumni game that was played here a few days ago, and he mentioned that since teams who decide not to play in those holiday tournaments, that Friday after Christmas was a dead day for the state of Minnesota. You can't practice, you can't do anything unless you're in a holiday tournament.
Right.
So it's kind of funny that they put that little caveat, unless you're in a holiday tournament, because most of those tournaments want to get 3 games, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday would be, or Friday and Saturday and Sunday would be the days that you do that. But it is strange that, if you're not playing, you can't practice. If you're playing, you can play.
Right, yeah. And what we saw, at least in terms of Alexandria, the Alexandria girls and boys basketball teams, they both played last Friday and Saturday. The ladies were down in the St. Cloud area. The gentlemen were down in St. Paul playing 2 games at Concordia University. So they basically had maybe a morning walk around or a shoot around, if you will, on December 26th before they made the road trip to go play. But yet, what we saw with a lot of high school hockey tournaments, those were actually maybe Monday, Tuesday, and even in some cases Wednesday. There were a number of high school teams that were playing on New Year's Eve.
Right. So it's just funny how the different teams do their different schedules and things like that. But, in this case, I think it's a well-thanked or well-welcomed break for the girls and for the families.
Yeah, in some ways it allows you to kind of recharge the batteries, if you will, because this second half of the regular season, these games are going to come on strong. And I look at this January schedule because Alexandria already had a game with Moorhead postponed, put back into January. Their November game with Fergus Falls got postponed, put back into January. I wouldn't say murderer's row necessarily, but the Lady Cardinals are going to get plenty of terrific tests, especially in the last 3 weeks of the regular season.
And I think it all hinges on, too, whether or not, the big elephant in the room is you just don't want to get anybody hurt, because there's an opportunity. You lose a few players, you lose a few games that could cost you some rankings, but there's not a lot of time to get healthy. If you have girls starting to go down. Never want to get anybody sick, have the bug go through your room, but yeah, it's I think it'll be fine, and I think it's a good opportunity for the girls to get on the right track for sections.
By the way, if you happen to be watching on the YouTube channel and now you've seen different players coming out to do their normal pregame routine, that is for the varsity contest. Nobody won the JV game. It ended up being a 2-2 tie. Basically for JV, they put 5 minutes of extra time. First goal that's scored in overtime is a winner, and if there is no goal scored, then it ends up being a tie. Now the varsity situation's a little bit different. There you've got 17-minute periods of regulation time, 51 minutes overall, and if you're still deadlocked after 51 minutes, up to 8 minutes of overtime gets put on the schedule, and then they wind that down until you either finish in a tie or you have that one goal. It's interesting to note, I think we were here the last time JP, and I were here on the Monday before Christmas. Both the junior varsity and varsity games in boys hockey went to overtime, and St. Michael Albertville ended up coming out on top in both. And I know the varsity game ended up being a situation where the Knights ended up scoring, I believe, in the first minute of OT to settle matters there. But we are on our way to varsity girls hockey. If we're not starting right at the top of the 3 o'clock hour, it will be early in the 3 for Alexandria at 9-4 on the year, facing the Duluth Northern Stars, who are presently at 10-4 on the season. Big thanks to all of the boosters of our Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage, helping to bring you our play-by-play. A special thank you to Jutner Motors for presenting our pregame show. We're going to take our first break during our Jutner Motors pregame. When we return to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria, you'll hear my pregame chat with the head coach of the Alexandria Lady Cardinals, Molly Arola, following this timeout.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving.
I'm looking for people who have experience and are willing to work hard. For those that do, you can earn up to 6 figures working for my company. Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
All right, let's start up our pregame. Well, we will do this after the appropriate countdown. Molly Arola's conversation straight ahead. Back to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria with more of our Jotner Motors pregame show. We have a Friday matinee on the way as Alexandria hosts Duluth in a non-conference matchup to kick off the 2026 portion of the schedule. The head coach of the Lady Cardinals, Molly Arola, is our special guest right now. Molly, in essence, the game on Tuesday here against Brainerd Little Falls was the 13th on the year, so in essence, you're now into the second half of the schedule, and I think it's all crammed in between now and the end of January and everything, but with a progress report with your team standing at 9-4, undefeated in the Central Lakes Conference, are you pretty pleased with the arc that the team has taken so far?
Yeah, we hadn't had a game for 2 weeks prior to our Tuesday night game, and so we had a lot of practice in there too, and working on things. And so our game on Tuesday against Brainerd wasn't the most pretty, but hopefully we got the rust off and ready to go to hit the ground running for 2026.
I believe your team was able to score in the first period on Tuesday and then tacked on 2 more for insurance in the third period to ultimately prevail 3-0. Your team obviously getting a shutout. How much of that was due to the play of your defensemen and then the play of Victoria Myers in goal?
Yeah, for sure. We didn't give up a ton of quality scoring opportunities to Brainerd, so that was really important. And then, of course, Vicky played well too. But our third period was our best period of the night, and so it was really nice to see us kind of buckle down and play more of our game in that third and tack on 2 goals and play solid D. So we're looking forward to hopefully pick up where we left off.
I don't know if Alexandria will play the Warriors again. I know they're common opponents in Section 8AA, and as I'm looking at the way the season's unfolding, it wouldn't surprise me if the Warriors and the Cardinals will renew their rivalry in the section tournament. But why has Alexandria had a good matchup against Brainerd Little Falls this year? Because you did go 2-0 against the Warriors.
Yeah, it's always fun playing them. We know what we're going to get from them. We're both, 2 hardworking teams, and we're the better team this year, and I believe that. And we're more rounded, more depth, and so it's always good when you can sweep the Brainerd Warriors, in regular season. And if we see them again, great. If not, great. But it was good to get those points for section standings. standings as well as CLC.
Regarding the Central Lakes Conference, I believe as the calendar page flips over to January, your team is on top of the league, I believe sharing first place with Fergus Falls right now. It's interesting because I think the Lady Cardinals and the Otters will play each other twice in this month of January. As you look at the second half of the January schedule, Molly, I know you try to focus on one game at a time, but I would guess your team will definitely be playoff ready considering you got Fergus twice in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks or so, Moorhead twice, Bemidji on the road. Is this a monster January schedule forthcoming?
Yeah, it's going to be huge. This is probably the most jam-packed January we've had, in the last few years, and it's always busy, but with, weather-related things and postponements, we're going to be packed, but it's going to be fun. I think we're playing every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, pretty much throughout the whole month of January, so it's fun, right? Like, kids just want to play the games, and so that's what they're going to get. We're excited about it, but yeah, we definitely need to take it one day at a time.
As a result of having such a compacted January schedule, how does that alter your off-ice time in between games in terms of what you do in practice? Do you have to simplify what you want to do with the ladies when they're on the ice in between games and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's, day to day and week to week, just depending on how things are going, how games are, how we're feeling. Sometimes we need to simplify and sometimes we need to push. So just finding that balance and to get them, ready for end of January, early February.
Knock on wood, from my perspective, I've felt pretty good all throughout the winter. Colds and flu and any other related issues have avoided me up to this point, and I keep the fingers crossed that will be the case here over the next several weeks. But with your players, have they done a good job at getting the necessary rest and not being at home sick?
I hope so. You always have those those colds and things like that, and so we try to take care of them the best we can and control what we can control, and if one goes down, then the next one just has to step up. So hopefully we'll get through this, and again, one day at a time, and see what happens.
We are visiting here with the head coach of the Alexandria girls hockey team, Molly Arola, prior to today's varsity game. It's a Friday matinee here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Alexandria facing the Duluth Northern Stars, and we look forward to bringing you the call coming up in the 3 o'clock hour. Duluth comes in with a very similar resume to Alexandria. I think the Northern Stars are 10-4 and your team is 9-4. As I was looking at their game schedule and results, Brainerd Little Falls is a common opponent. I think the Warriors actually defeated Duluth earlier in the year, and yet your team has 2 victories. But yet Duluth has played Grand Rapids Greenway once or twice. I think they've played Cloquet Esco Carleton, and I think that helps to make up some of their Lake Superior Conference schedule. But do you know a whole lot about the opponent that your girls are going to be facing here in a few minutes?
No, nothing different than what you just mentioned, DMAC. And so, we played them last year, and it was a good game too. It's always fun to just play another Class AA school, and especially when they're from northern Minnesota, to get an idea of where you're at too. And so we're excited about it. We know that they'll work hard, but it's just fun. Friday afternoon over winter break. What more could you want?
I think you have a special allegiance to the northern part of the state because you grew up in northern Minnesota, but is the style of hockey that can be played up in that region, is it different from what you see here in the central or west central part of the state?
No, I don't think so. I would say maybe a little bit more physical from time to time, but other than that, I think it's it's pretty similar. We like to, teach our kids just play hard-nosed hockey and work hard, and good things will happen, and I think they're pretty similar too.
Obviously, you don't have as much rest time as you did prior to the matchup against the Warriors on Tuesday. I'm guessing a little more of a normal in-between games routine, similar to what you have once the kids are back in class and everything. But what are your points of emphasis with your players as you get set for this matchup?
Yeah, I'm looking for energy today and working without the puck. We've talked a lot about, the most important person on the ice is the one without the puck. And so we just need to move and get open and start creating plays. And, with that, we got to have energy and attack the puck and attack the play. So we're excited for it, and hopefully we can, start 2026 with a W.
Very good. Molly, I will look forward to reconnecting with you on Monday as we're back here at the Prime West Health RCC for the CLC game against the River Lake Stars. But let's kick off 2026 with a great performance. As always, best wishes to you and the Alexandria Lady Cards, and I appreciate your time.
Thanks, D-Mac.
There is Molly Arola. She's the head coach of the Alexandria varsity girls hockey team. Our special guest, as our coach's comments feature, is brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. And we do welcome you to our programming, which is originating inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. D-Mac, Dave McClurg, joined by my broadcast partner, Jeff James, for Alexandria girls hockey. We are estimating the start time of the varsity game will be a little bit after 3 o'clock, probably about 3:07 or somewhere in that neighborhood for Alexandria and Duluth in a non-conference matchup. Duluth competes in Section 7 in Class AA. Alexandria competes in Section 8 of Class AA. This marks the second consecutive year that Duluth and Alexandria have opposed each other. And Jeff, as I was getting to visit with Allie Randall, the head coach of the Duluth Northern Stars, ahead of our broadcast today, I believe this is, for her and her staff, their 4th year coaching the girls hockey program in the Port City, and they're pretty happy. 10-4 is a pretty solid record. I think they're starting to get some recognition. I believe they're near the bottom of the top 20 in Class AA in the girls hockey rankings, maybe coming in at number 20 overall. But I think for many, many years, Duluth girls hockey was not looked upon very highly, and that's not a knock against the individuals. We never want to knock the players or anything, but they just hadn't had a lot of success on the ice. And then I believe it was in Coach Randall's first year, they had their first winning season in 15 years. So, it seems like winning is the deodorant that is starting to spread some good aroma. And, the Northern Stars are not a pushover like they may have been about 6 or 7 years prior.
Absolutely, and I can tell you, I can give you one comparison. Moorhead Spuds women or girls hockey program back when, like, I was coaching in the Alec Hockey Association. They didn't have a real strong program either, but it ebb and flows. And I mean, once you get a little taste of success, and we've seen that here in Alexandria as well. Alexandria is a little bit different story. I mean, back when Coach Andy Shriver took over or started the program, essentially, we've had some pretty good success from day one. But teams like Duluth, teams like Moorhead, it's kind of one of those situations where it ebbs and flows. But once you get that pipeline and once you get a little bit of success, those little girls, those young girls that are pushing pushers around, look up to those high school girls, and if they're having a lot of success, it pushes everything through the association to do better, and that's what happens. And Duluth is kind of in a little bit of a different situation where they're bringing several high schools together, but we've seen that work in other situations. So I just think a little bit of success, and they're on the right path, things will start to really, really cook for them.
It is interesting. Coach Randall shared with me, she said, 3 years ago when we had that first winning record in 15 years, they kind of took some of their opponents by surprise. The opponents would see, Duluth's on the schedule. We handled them by a double-digit win the previous year, and then they lose a 2-1 game to them.
Right.
And all of a sudden, that opens a few eyes and everything. So, in my mind, I think this is a very good opponent to have on Alexandria's schedule, and it's a quality non-conference opponent. And I think if Molly Arola were back with us to do a live interview during our Jartner Motors pregame show, she would say, we'll play anybody that wants to come and play us.
Right.
That they're not going to back off from anybody. We've seen Alexandria. Heck, they've almost been a charter member of the Lake Conference here. Or I should say, a shirt tail member of the Lake Conference, because Alexandria's played Minnetonka, Maple Grove, North Wright County, and Buffalo, and they're all in the Lake Conference.
Right. And it's just it is hard where Alexandria is situated, and I think you're going to see this more and more in boys as well. Now that we're going to get the AA schedule, or at least for another year. But it is hard when, especially you look at this in association hockey too. You want to find teams that are going to challenge you, right?
Right.
And most of the time we're not going to get the Edinas and we're not going to get them to come up because they have more than enough people to play or want to go play. But it becomes a scheduling thing too, where it's like, okay, where can we get the best bang for our literal buck? And these types of games, I feel, are just really good to build these relationships between coaches as well. Because you can go up to Duluth and get, if you want to make it a weekend where you get to have a little team building in the hotel,
right,
you can do that as well. The boys have done that in place of their holiday tournament, because I think that's one of the things that holiday tournaments do is, you only usually get to see your buddies on the bus. Now you get to go spend a night or two in a hotel room. And but that just builds team camaraderie, and I think but building relationships like Coach Arola has throughout the state, it's invaluable.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So we're looking forward to a very good matchup today, and this starts a very ambitious broadcast schedule on our latent media platforms this month. I shared with our KXRA radio listeners earlier this morning, if we don't have sickness among our announcing crew, and if we don't have weather pushing games off the schedule, we are set to cover 16 events starting today between now and January 29th. All 7 Alexandria varsity teams that we follow with live broadcast coverage during the winter are going to get some airtime. That includes the Alexandria boys swimming and diving team up in Detroit Lakes on January 29th. That includes the Alexandria gymnastics team, as we'll cover the gymnastics meet in Fergus Falls this coming Tuesday night. And that also means play-by-play of Alexandria Cardinal Wrestling, as we'll feature the Alexandria Wrestlers down at Minnewaska area on Tuesday, January 13th. And oh, by the way, we're also going to be doing some broadcast coverage of the Alexandria boys and girls hockey teams and the Alexandria boys and girls basketball teams. Our play-by-play on Saturday afternoon will be girls basketball from Orono, as the Spartans host the Alexandria Lady Cardinals at 2 o'clock tomorrow. We'll take care with our Jartner Motors pregame show around 1:30. That means our Saturday Swap Shop program will be shortened up just a bit to accommodate our girls basketball coverage from the Twin Cities. This is People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app. And we thank you for watching our YouTube broadcast today. Live video streaming partnered with the KXRA Radio play-by-play, all made possible with the support of our signature streaming sponsor, Integrity Title of Alexandria. That will bring to a conclusion our Jartner Motors pregame show. We will return to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center with play-by-play of Alexandria Cardinal Girls Hockey after this timeout.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
Casa Jalisco. Take a trip south of the border to a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard, we build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted Best Real Estate Company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new and used equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, Rx Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
From inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria, Cardinal Girls Hockey is on the air. Thanks for joining us today, and a Happy New Year to you and yours. Along with our videographer, J.P. Boleen, and my broadcast partner, Jeff James, I am DMAC Dave McClurg. We are moments away from the presentation of our national anthem that we will be sharing with you on our latent media platforms. So we're going to wait on the introduction of the starting lineups until after the anthem. We can do a brief Keys to the Game feature here, and we thank our friends at Alexandria Motors for presenting the Keys to the Game. Together, let's drive with Alexandria Motors. For the Duluth Northern Stars today, Coach Ali Randall wants her team to come out and play physical and have that composure of being able to play one play ahead and obviously play some disciplined hockey while playing a physical brand. Meanwhile, for the Alexandria Lady Cards, just the opportunity, again, showing some composure and being smart on the ice as well. Keys to the Game brought to you by Alexandria Motors. Now our national anthem brought to you by Carlson Music Center. The presentation of the national anthem during our late media broadcast brought to you by Carlson Music Center. For any and all of your musical needs, including voice lessons for students, you can schedule your appointment online and visit the website carlsonmusiccenter.com. carlsonmusiccenter.com. Now introducing our starting lineups for this afternoon's game. Again, the lineup presentation brought to you by Alamere Health. It's better here. First of all, for the Duluth Northern Stars, their forward line on the ice at the start will be centered by sophomore Sasha Cole, a 24-point scorer. She'll have on her wings senior May McCall and freshman Isla Sandifer. Sandifer is an 18-point scorer for the Northern Stars, while McCall is a 14-point scorer. The two defensemen, or one of the two defensemen, actually both defensemen are juniors, Neela Johnson and Nora Good. Good is an 18-point scorer for the Northern Stars. And the iron player in goal for the Duluth team, Ailey Antilla, a junior who's got the team's record, 10-4. Her goals against average 1.85 and her save percentage 905. Alexandria's lineup, again brought to you by Alamere Health, will be centered by sophomore Emily Doherty, a 12-point scorer this year. Sophomore Maya Dutton and senior captain Jersey Severson will also be on that forward line. Severson, an 8-point scorer, Dutton, a 14-point scorer. The defensive partners include sophomore Danica Waldorf, a 4-point scorer, and as junior Tegan Cullen, a 10-point scorer. And Victoria Myers is in goal today. Her one-loss record matches the team's 9-4. Goals against average 1.98 and a save percentage of .907. As the puck gets dropped, Alexandria works the puck into the Duluth zone, and the Cardinals put a couple of shots on goaltender Antilla right away, and that forces the goaltender to scramble, and she covers up and will stop play, and a face-off will be coming in the Duluth Northern Stars zone.
Some good energy, though, right off the bat for Alexandria. That's what Coach Arola wanted.
Yep, and they come with that at the start. And Alexandria able to win the face-off, and the Lady Cardinals bring it out. Here's Tegan Cullen putting a shot toward the goal that got steered away. Duluth is going to clear it back the other way, and this is going to result in an icing call, and we'll have a face-off forthcoming in the Northern Stars end.
DMAC, here's an interesting fact, though, about Duluth. I mean, you're looking at 42 points for between a sophomore and a freshman.
Right.
And then another 36 points between two juniors. This team is going to get better.
Yeah, and they're already having a pretty good year. This is the fastest they've been to 10 wins in a season in many, many years. And again, when Ali Randall came in, it seemed like the fortunes have been going upward for Duluth. And right now they're at 10-4. The Alexandria Cardinals go back to retrieve the puck in their own end and now play it out of the zone. It's going to come the other way. Aisley and Matthias won't have to track it down because Alexandria gets whistled for the icing call here, and that will mean a face-off in the Alexandria zone with a little more than a minute gone by in today's game. Alexandria and Duluth are scoreless in varsity girls hockey.
And you can probably expect a few of these icings that are just missed passes. Both of these teams have still had limited game action here.
Brecklin Ellingson battling for the face-off draw, and she comes away with it. Ellingson, Emma Basson, and Skylar Thorson help to make up a forward line on the ice right now, and then they're joined by Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf. Now the puck back into the Northern Stars zone. Duluth will cycle it around and out of the zone. Tegan Cullen will go back and play it over to Waldorf. Now back to Tegan Cullen. Duluth is going to have its forward line of Haley Martinson, Aisley Matthias, and Bailey Tice on the ice right now. Now the Northern Stars are able to gain possession of the puck and play it out of the zone. Alexandria switches Claire Gimble in as one of the defensemen on the ice right now for Alexandria. The Cardinals also coming out with their forward line, Quinn Hills, along with Anna Carinta, part of that forward line, and also one other teammate is part of that line combination, that being Bentley Cryle. Now the Cardinals regroup and look to play the puck out of their zone. Now come up to center ice, and now it's going to be sent into the Duluth end as Alexandria will make a line change as the Maya Dutton, Emily Doherty, Jersey Severson forward line re-enters the rink of play here. We're about 2.5 minutes into the opening period. No score on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in varsity girls hockey. Here's Alexandria working the puck up to the red line. Now Emily Doherty will get it in. She's looking to possibly pass it off, but the puck got poked off her stick, and Duluth gains control. Isla Sandiford trying to play it out, but Alexandria is going to put it back down behind the netminder Antilla. Now the Northern Stars work it up across the blue line. Peyton Revering trying to redirect here for Alexandria. Now Duluth coming back the other way, but Emily Doherty backhands a pass back through neutral ice over into the Duluth zone. Now a little more than 3 minutes gone by in this first period, still 0-0. As you watch on our YouTube channel, Duluth is wearing the dark colored jerseys, almost a black with tones of orange or burnt orange and yellow, along with cream-colored numerals. Alexandria wearing the white jersey sweaters with the black breezers. Now a long pass up the ice, and the Cardinals get whistled for icing, so we'll have a face-off coming up in the Alexandria zone. 13:23 is our time remaining in a scoreless first period.
I think you've seen a little bit of both teams here so far, just missing a few passes. That's resulted in a few of these icings, and it's going to be a little bit, it's still a little bit, I think, on the sloppy side, but it'll get better here.
Aisley Matthias and Brooklyn Ellingson battling for the possession. The Cardinals will work the puck out of the zone. Now it's going to be sent back in as delayed offside on Duluth, but now the Cardinals come away with it. And working up is Tegan Cullen. She'll cross center ice and drop the puck into the other end. And now Alexandria comes out with its forward line of Anna Corinta, Quinn Hills, and Bentley Cryle. Here is Hills carrying the puck in, and now it's knocked away, and Duluth recovers. Looking to bring it up is Nora Good, one of the defensemen, but here's a centering attempt. Comes in front of the net, and the goaltender, Ailey Antilla, will make the save. So the face-off will be coming in the Duluth end. I don't know if that was an errant clearing attempt there, or if the Cardinals were just winning a race to the puck there to create that scoring chance.
Yeah, I think they were just winning the race there. That's one thing I think you really notice. I was able to watch that game against Brainerd a little bit, and I think the energy is much, much better tonight.
And
this afternoon.
Yes, I chided JP on that when we did an afternoon broadcast earlier, but I won't find you too many quarters today
right.
anyway.
That sounds good.
Usually the rule of thumb, if it's before 5 o'clock, it's in the afternoon. So, here's a good scoring chance, and a nice feed across to the left side, and Quinn Hills is going to put it away.
Yeah, very nice, and that's something that Alexandria has done very well. They've been in the right spots. They've been able to play off of rebounds, but that one, Hills just put a beautiful shot where the goaltender Antilla, she couldn't get to it at all. That was perfect.
And Quinn Hills will get the goal for the Alexandria Lady Cardinals. Bentley Cryle with the assist there. Again, our thanks to Quali Real Estate for bringing you the instant replays if you're watching on our YouTube channel today. But Alexandria's third shot on goal rings the bell. And for Quinn Hills, it's her 6th goal of the year. And Alexandria takes a 1-0 lead. Now Duluth is looking to counter as here comes Sandifer up the ice. Now she gets met along the wall, and the puck gets cycled. Danica Waldorf trying to play it around, but it's going to be kept in here by Sasha Cole. Now Doherty will try to backhand it out of the zone, and it's going to stay in the Alexandria end. Now Alexandria wins the subsequent race. Maya Dutton is going to send it over to Jersey Severson. She'll cross the center ice line and drop the puck in. Alexandria is going to bring its forward line of Hensley, it's going to be the Emma Basson, Brecklin Ellingson, Skylar Thorson. Forward line on the ice. Hensley Carlson is one of the D partners out there, along with Peyton Revering. Now the puck travels back the other way. Alexandria goes back to retrieve it near its own blue line. Now it's played along the wall along the far side. We're about to move 6 minutes into the opening period. Alexandria 1, Duluth no score in varsity girls hockey. Again, for those of you listening to KXRA Radio, the majority of the Mark Lee Van Camp and Robbins program that you normally hear weekday afternoons will be preempted as we've got our live Alexandria girls hockey play-by-play coverage. Now the puck gets worked around over to the left side. Peyton Revering trying to get it into the direction of Anna Corinta. And now Corinta, along with her teammate Emma Basson, trying to do some work along the back wall behind the goaltender Antilla to try to bring that puck out front, but Duluth keeps it wide over toward the right half wall. Now it's going to be kept in. Claire Gimble will drop it back into the corner. Now the Northern Stars will play it out, and now Bentley Cryle took a tumble along the wall as Duluth will play the puck back into the Alexandria end. Tegan Cullen will get it, and she tried to hit a stretch pass for Quinn Hills. I believe it goes untouched, and that's going to result in icing. And a face-off will be forthcoming in the Alexandria end with 10:01 to go. Alexandria leads in this first period by a 1-0 score. Right now, the Alexandria Cardinals have on the ice the Maya Dutton, Emily Doherty, Jersey Severson forward line. I believe Claire Gimble is one of the D partners out on the ice, and Tegan Cullen joins her. I think Coach Molly Arola working through 5 defensive partners today. Here's a skate up the ice by Maya Dutton, trying to drop it inside. Now Dutton in front for Emily Doherty. The one-timer got slowed up. Now another centering attempt, and that got steered away off the stick of the goaltender. And now we're going to have, I believe, a high stick being ruled. I don't think this is going to be an infraction in terms of...
No, I think it is going to be a penalty.
Yep. It's going to be a 2-minute high sticking call on Duluth.
Looks like it's going to be, is it Nyla Johnson?
It's Neela Johnson.
Neela Johnson.
Yeah.
Sorry, Neela.
Yep. So she, at the moment, she wouldn't mind if you did say Nyla, but it is Neela Johnson, and she'll get the gate at 7 minutes and 20 seconds of the first period. So that means a power play for Alexandria. And the Cardinals start off this power play having Anna Carinta on the ice, also joining Peyton Revering. Their puck out front now, a shot on goal by Carinta is saved. And now Duluth is going to leak out, and good recovery there by Anna Carinta back around the blue line as Duluth was trying to go the other way. You've got Emma Basson on to start this power play. Skylar Thorson and Tegan Cullen also on the ice. Now getting back, Maya Dutton will step in, and now she gets it in the offensive zone. Cardinals will change personnel as they'll get Brecklin Ellingson and Emily Doherty onto the ice now. Here's Cullen at the point, handling the puck for Alexandria. Still about a minute remaining in the Cardinals power play. We're almost midway through the first period. Here's a shot that got steered high, and I think it hit one of the pipes and caromed over into the corner. Cullen will keep it in. Now she feeds it to Maya Dutton, and it gets steered into the corner and cleared out of the zone. Alexandria's put a couple of shots on goal as part of this power play. Emily Doherty will working up the right side. Now back behind the net. She still has the puck, looking to feed it to Brecklin Ellingson. Then to Doherty. Doherty skating over toward the right side. Still about 25 seconds to go in this Alexandria power play. Now it's going to be a shot by the defenseman Tegan Cullen, and the save is going to be made by Antilla.
And I think Alexandria can do a little bit better job at trying to pull those defenders away from their goaltender. During the power play, it looks like they've really tried to pack it down in the by the net. And we've had more of our opportunities when we come up to the blue line.
Face off to the right of the goaltender, Ailey Antilla. And Alexandria looking to possess the puck in, but now Duluth is going to clear it out. And one of their forwards, Bailey Tice, will race to the other end. Peyton Revering's back to meet her, and now Anna Carinta gets to the puck. Duluth is back at full strength here, so the Northern Stars killed off Alexandria's power play. And then as Emma Basson works her way in, one of her teammates was in the offensive zone too soon, so play will be stopped with a neutral zone face-off. 7:34 remains in this first period, and on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard in varsity girls hockey, it is Alexandria 1, Duluth 0. On the ice right now for the Lady Cardinals, you've got the forward line of Maya Dutton, Emily Doherty, and Jersey Severson. They are joined by defenseman Claire Gimble and Hensley Carlson. And then, of course, the last line of defense, the senior goaltender, Victoria Myers. I know Coach Molly Arola has referred to her as Vicky in some of the conversations, but I should probably get permission from Miss Myers before I start calling her Vicky on the air. I'll go with Victoria Myers right now. Either way, Vicky or Victoria, great sounding names and fun to pronounce. Now the Duluth Northern Stars work the puck back into the Alexandria end. Now the Cardinals will play it off the wall, and Quinn Hills gets in. Backhander goes a little bit wide, and now the Northern Stars, May McCall, trying to regain possession to play it out of the zone, but it's going to be tapped back down low by Danica Waldorf. We are now a little more than 10 minutes into today's game. Alexandria with a 1-0 lead in the varsity contest. Alexandria coming into this game at 9-4. Duluth coming in at 10-4. Here's Tegan Cullen firing in the slot area, and she'll find the upper right corner, and the Cardinals have doubled their lead.
It's just so fun to watch Cullen when she gets that puck on her stick. Her head is up, she's looking around, she's assessing everything, and she just seems so calm. But what a great shot there by Cullen, and hey, we're up 2-0. We haven't even given up a shot yet, but there's the kiss of death, huh?
Yeah, well, it's eventually going to come. Duluth will find its sea legs, if you will, and put some offensive threats on Victoria Myers, but the 7th shot of the game results in a goal for Tegan Cullen. It is her 5th of the season, and another assist given to Bentley Cryle. And Cryle now has 7 helpers on the year, including 2 in today's game.
And Alex is going to go back on the power play here, D-Mac.
Yeah, so this is becoming an even more promising start for the Alexandria girls hockey team.
And it was a trip.
So it's going to be Haley Truitt who will get the gate, 2 minutes for tripping at 10:49. Now Alexandria was able to get a couple of shots on goaltender Antilla earlier in their first power play, so they'll try to improve their power play conversion percentage here. Cullen able to handle the puck out near the point. She's on the ice right now along with Maya Dutton. We got Brecklin Ellingson along with Danica Waldorf on the ice and Emily Doherty. And now the puck played out. Doherty gets it to Cullen, firing, and there's a shot and a goal. And the Cardinals build on their lead. It's now Alexandria 3, Duluth nothing.
Wow, again, she's so calm. She's such a perfect person to be at the top of the power play. And she can just pick her spots.
And for Tegan Cullen, a second goal on the afternoon, giving her 6 on the season. Emily Doherty getting the lone assist on that power play goal at 11 minutes and 12 seconds. And already, I believe, Duluth head coach Allie Randall is going to take her team's timeout. So it is quite uncharacteristic, Jeff, that you have a coach stopping play this early in the game. But I would sense that Coach Randall probably is a little bit exasperated. I think we're going to see a better effort out of Duluth as the day goes on, but it has been less than spectacular for the visitors today.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, I think it's a perfect time to take it. I mean, you're running into an onslaught. You haven't got a shot on goal. I haven't seen Duluth play in person, but you got to figure that she's not getting what she wants out of the girls right now. So why not? I mean, this is not scientific, but I think 95% of your timeouts never get used anyways. So you might as well use it if you get back into this game and you end up needing it at the end of the game. Well, you can go back and said that timeout in the first period was a good thing.
Exactly. Maybe this is the match that gets struck to light a fire for the Duluth Northern Stars, but the timeout taken in the first period with Alexandria taking a 3-0 lead. Now the Lady Cardinals regain possession of the puck. Duluth is trying to work it the other way. I believe the Northern Stars have the forward line of Bailey Tice, Haley Martinson, and Aisley Mathias on the ice right now. Countered by Alexandria's line of Brecklin Ellingson, Emma Basson, and Skylar Thorson. Now the Northern Stars do work into the offensive zone and get their first shot on goaltender Victoria Myers today. Now the puck comes out to the point. Here's the shot, and Myers able to save that as well. Well, the Lady Cardinals having some issues clearing, but now Anna Carinta will go into the corner and she'll retrieve the puck, and that will end up being icing. And I know there's still a lot of hockey to be played, but evidently the Duluth players have responded to that last time out called by the coach.
Absolutely. You've gotten an immense amount of offensive pressure since that timeout.
So now Alexandria brings back its forward line of Emily Doherty, Maya Dutton, and Jersey Severson on the ice. Countered by the top forward line for Duluth of May McCall, Sasha Cole, and Isla Sandifer. Now Alexandria plays the puck back into neutral ice. It's a 3-0 lead for Alexandria in this varsity girls hockey matchup. We are now under 5 minutes remaining in the first period. Along with our videographer, J.P. Bolina, my broadcast partner, Jeff James, this is DMAC Dave McClurg. Happy to have you joining us on this Friday for a matinee of prep girls hockey inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. Now the Northern Stars will play the puck into the Alexandria end. Duluth, after taking that timeout, was able to get its first 2 shots on goal, and now we're going to have another whistle here for icing, and that's going to mean a face-off coming up in the Alexandria end.
You know the other thing that we can't, the one thing that I think probably frustrates a coach more is when you don't get the effort, because effort is something that the girls can totally control.
Right. Yep, and Duluth was able to initially handle the puck, but now Quinn Hills is going to intercept, and she'll skate into the Northern Stars zone. She fired a little bit wide of the goal. Now it's going to be played over into the left corner. Hills trying to send it over toward Anna Carinta. They're not only teammates during the winter time, they're teammates during the fall as part of Alexandria's cross-country running team that advanced to state this year. Now the puck played out of the Stars zone and back into neutral ice. Now Duluth will go back to retrieve. Neela Johnson on the ice looking to play the puck ahead, but now Skylar Thorson is going to come in. She'll try to center one for Brecklin Ellingson, and Ellingson got tied up with a Duluth player and could not get a shot off. Now the Northern Stars will end up playing the puck the other way, and we have an icing call. We've had a lot of icings today. I think we've had about a full game worth of icings here in the first 13, 14 minutes of the hockey game.
And a lot of it, I still go back to what I've said a couple of times now. A lot of it goes to just being a little rusty. You know, not playing games, being a little jazzed up because you're playing a game.
Yeah, here's a shot by defenseman Danica Waldorf on goal, and the save is made. Yeah, we should point out, and we did talk about it during the Jartner Motors pregame show earlier, for the Northern Stars, this is their first game in 13 days.
Right.
They have not played since Saturday, December 20th. Now, Alexandria had a 2-week gap in between games before beating Brainerd Little Falls on Tuesday afternoon. So the Cardinals went from December 16th to December 30th. That was not a designed 2-week layoff. Alexandria had a home game with Moorhead that got postponed on the night of Thursday, December 18th. That has made this January schedule quite full for the Lady Cardinals. Now Peyton Revering trying to guide the puck up the right side. Emily Doherty is going to get it now over to her teammate. That is Emma Basson. And now the Northern Stars regain control. Here's a pass that comes up ahead. Working in is May McCall, and she'll fire right on the goaltender Victoria Myers, who will end up making the save as a faceoff will be forthcoming in the Cardinals' end. That's last save by Victoria Myers, her third here in the opening period. Right now, Duluth will have Aisley Mathias battling for the draw against the Cardinals' Emily Doherty. Puck goes and it's cycled around by the Lady Cardinals. Tegan Cullen has it. Cullen with a couple of goals this afternoon for Alexandria. Now a lead pass ahead as the Cardinals were trying to stretch it out there for Maya Dutton, but Duluth intercepts and will guide the puck back into the Alexandria end. Just about 2 minutes now remaining in the first period. It's Alexandria 3, Duluth no score. Our scoreboard updates today being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Now one of the forwards for the Northern Stars comes right along the goal line and tries to get a shot from a difficult angle past Victoria Myers, who was able to stop it. Again, for our YouTube audience, our thanks to Quality Real Estate for bringing you those instant replays that you're able to watch today.
If nothing, Coach Randall can say, hey, listen, that timeout paid off because we've really stepped up our game. But
Yeah.
she's probably going to say, well, don't make me do that because we only have one.
Right, yeah. So the energy level, I'm sure, and I'm sure the girls will talk about it during the first period intermission here. But I tell you, I've been very impressed by Duluth, the way they've responded after that timeout. Now, Victoria Myers has been tested a little bit more, and some might say that maybe Alexandria's energy level is a little bit different than it was at the start of this hockey game. But, I think that energy, as you talked about, Jeff, can kind of ebb and flow during the course of a game.
Absolutely.
So now the Cardinals play it back to neutral ice, but here comes Haley Truitt in. She fires, and that one gets deflected by Victoria Myers and steered over into the left corner. Just about a minute remaining in the first period. Alexandria leading by a 3-0 score in this varsity girls hockey matchup. The Northern Stars are unable to keep the puck in. Nora Good will have to go retrieve the puck while her team gets back on side. Peyton Hunter was trying to steer it ahead for the Northern Stars, but now Brecklin Ellingson will work it back in. Ellingson with the puck here now for Alexandria, off to Tegan Cullen, in front for Skylar Thorson, jabbing at it, but that got tipped away. And back out to neutral ice come the Northern Stars. Nora Good will send it ahead now to Truitt. Good's going to keep it in. Now a pass gets intercepted. The Cardinals regain control and will send it back to neutral ice with under 20 seconds to go in the first period. Now the puck along the wall, and Alexandria's Tegan Cullen will feed it out into the direction of Brecklin Ellingson. It looked like her stick was being held up. Ellingson gets it to Emily Doherty, but that pass got broken up, and the first period will come to a close. A very strong start for Molly Arola's Alexandria girls hockey team. They score 3 times in the opening period, and while Duluth was able to raise its level of play after being rather flat for the first 11 minutes of this hockey game, the guests have yet to find the back of the net against Alexandria senior goaltender Victoria Myers. Through one period on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, it's Alexandria 3, Duluth nothing. We will have our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report later on in our broadcast. That will come your way between the second and third periods of today's game. Right now, along our platforms, including our Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube and KXRA Radio, we'll enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
I'm a nurse at heart. I mean, I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
At the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria, through one period of our varsity girls hockey matchup. A terrific start for the Alexandria Cardinals, seeking win number 10 on the year. Alexandria leads Duluth by a score of 3-0. Hello once again, along with Jeff James and our videographer JP Boline. I am DMAC Dave McClurg. And Jeff, I thought, really an excellent start for Alexandria. Again, we kind of glossed over it a little bit during the play-by-play. Duluth had a pretty long gap in between games. This is the first one in 13 days for the Northern Stars. Alexandria just got through a 2-week gap in between games, but Alexandria played a game, a very meaningful game on Tuesday here at the Prime West Health RCC, and it looked like the Cardinals had the energy level that they wanted to have at the start, and really a kind of took this game into their control right away.
Yeah, they did, and it did seem like after they got up 3-0 that they maybe let off the gas, maybe went into autopilot a little bit, and you can do that. I mean, as kids, it's hard to sometimes keep that intensity up when you pop 3 in like that. But I thought Duluth responded very well. It hasn't showed up on the scoreboard yet, but this is a fairly young team for Duluth. I mean, a lot of their difference makers are in your sophomore and freshman and junior classes, but Alexandria, I thought, honestly, after seeing the game on Tuesday, a little bit of it at least, much better performance. Still maybe a little rust, knocking a little rust off from the break, but overall, I think this was a really good period for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Alexandria was able to get the lead almost 5 minutes into the period, tacked on a couple of goals. In fact, the two that Tegan Cullen scored were only 37 seconds apart. One was an even strength goal, and then the Lady Cardinals countered after going on the power play. I think it took Alexandria 22 or 23 seconds to score while on the power play, and that has Alexandria on top by a 3-0 score here at the end of one period in today's game. Let's, in fact, go through a scoring recap of how we got to this point of our game. The first two goals for the hosts were even strength scores, and then a power play goal for Alexandria to make it 3-0. The first goal came off the stick of Quinn Hills. She got an excellent feed across the slot area from teammate Bentley Cryle, and Cryle was able to put the pass on the stick of Quinn Hills, and Hills found the back of the net, and Alexandria was able to grab the lead at 1-0. Cryle got the only assist on that goal, and then Bentley was able to assist on Tegan Cullen's goal at the 10:35 mark of the first period to increase Alexandria's lead to 2. That was an even strength goal as well. Shortly after that, Duluth took a penalty, and the Cardinals, like I said, made the Northern Stars pay, as just 23 seconds into the power play, Tegan Cullen was able to score, working her way into the slot area and getting her shot past goaltender Ailey Antilla. And Emily Doherty got the assist on that goal. It was a power play score at 11 minutes and 12 seconds of the first period. 3-0 Alexandria at that point. No further scoring after that, but Duluth head coach Allie Randall took her team's timeout after Alexandria netted that power play goal, and it seems like the Northern Stars have played with a little more determination and a little more passion than what we saw at the outset of the game, and still it's 3-0 Alexandria after one period of the game. And what do you imagine the tenor of the discussions in the locker room is like right now? For example, if you're Molly Arola, I would think you're probably very happy with the way the team started off, but I think having that energy level and trying to sustain that energy level, that might be the challenge for our players.
Right, and that would probably be the message. It's good job, but we need more. We need to set this up as this is a game that we're 0-0 in or 1-0, and keep that aggressive style that Molly likes to play, and don't let up. That's the part of the game that there's rules in place for that. If we get to 6, the clock runs. But let's keep the pedal to the metal right now. And I think Coach Randall is probably saying, listen, I don't have any more timeouts. You guys have to come out of the locker room and play 17 minutes of like you played the last
5 minutes plus.
Yeah. 7. And that's just the deal. And again, they're kids. It's hard, but again, effort is the one thing that every single girl out on this ice sheet, both teams, can do every single time they step out on the ice. It doesn't take any skill to work hard. And that's the key to just getting back into this game for them, for Duluth, is let's just start working hard. Let's be hard to play against. Let's shut them out this period. it easily could happen and take little goals out of the game.
Yep. Other numbers from the first period. Alexandria put 9 shots on goaltender Ailey Antilla. Victoria Myers saw 5 shots on goal, all in the last 5.5 minutes of the first period. But Myers, who got the shutout with 11 saves on Tuesday, has saved all 5 shots that have come her way. A couple of minor penalties for Duluth, totaling 4 minutes, and Alexandria's 1 for 2 with the player advantage. So 3-0, Alexandria has the lead. Right now on our late media platforms, including KXRA Radio and our Voice of Alexandria YouTube channel, let's enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
For over 30 years, Northland Buildings has been providing quality post-frame buildings to customers, serving clients across the upper Midwest since 1994. Northland Buildings. Quality buildings built tough for the Northland.
Northland Buildings.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
Why do I bank at First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
First Western. You can bank on us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Being locally owned here at the Culvers of Alexandria, Charles Johnson and myself, John Loomis, are very proud to be a part of the community. We enjoy the time we get to spend here, the memories we've made, and we're excited to see you after the game when you need to refuel.
Go Cardinals!
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
Welcome back to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria as we're about ready to start period number 2. Again, if you're joining us on our YouTube channel tonight, there I even got caught saying tonight, but
there you go.
This afternoon, so I guess it's spreading around. So Alexandria is the team with the white jersey sweaters and the black breezers. Duluth, nicknamed the Northern Stars, is wearing the dark-colored jerseys with the cream-colored numerals. Duluth will now be flowing right to left as you watch on our YouTube channel and from our vantage point for the radio call here in the second period. The Northern Stars initially worked the puck into the Alexandria end. Now the Cardinals clear it out and will cycle it back in. Now Duluth, Aisley Mathias trying to handle the puck, but Emily Doherty comes away with it here for Alexandria. Cardinals up by a 3-0 score, outshooting Duluth 9-5 in the opening period. Now a pass gets steered from one blue line to another. Duluth is going to take over as the Cardinals make a line change here. And now Aisley Mathias will play it in. Duluth's going to come out with it. Sasha Cole, Isla Schaefer, May McCall line. Here's McCall with a backhander, and a save is made. And then the clearing attempt by Peyton Revering sends the puck over to the left half wall. Now a shot intended on goal, I think, went right through the crease area over into the left corner. And now the puck played back out to neutral ice. Sasha Cole trying to redirect it in, and now We have a whistle, as I don't know if the play was whistled for offside or if the puck left the surface of the ice into the player bench.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it hit somebody there or not. But
so a neutral zone faceoff here. You're going to have Anna Corinta battling for the draw against Sasha Cole. And Cole initially got a stick on the puck. Puck bounces over to the wall right in front of the Duluth bench. Now Alexandria regains control. Hensley Carlson trying to steer it ahead, but then Duluth is able to intercept. Now the Northern Stars trying to keep the puck in, but it's going to spill out. Here is Bentley Kreil working up into the slot area in the offensive zone. She now gets sent wide. Kreil handling the puck now to Corinta, trying to feed in front, and I think an Alexandria player, maybe Hensley Carlson, got tied up with the goaltender Antilla. Duluth is able to clear the zone, and now it's going to be played back in to the Alexandria end. The Northern Stars are going to change personnel, and now we've got a stoppage. I think we're going to have a high stick call here. And I think this is going to go on the Alexandria Cardinals. So first penalty of the afternoon for Alexandria is for high sticking, and that will be on Hensley Carlson. And that will come at 2 minutes and 9 seconds of the second period. So
yeah, a little power play action here for Duluth. This is something that can get you fired up and right back in this contest.
Yeah, first power play chance of the afternoon for the Duluth Northern Stars. Again, Duluth fell behind 3-0 before this game was 11 and a half minutes old, and that prompted Coach Allie Randall to take her team's timeout. And honestly, Duluth has played much, much better since then. But still no goals. They're going to try to change that here, as Bailey Tice, Sasha Cole, along with Nora Good, May McCall, all on the ice for a part of this power play. And Alexandria able to sweep the puck out of the zone. I think Haley Martinson also getting some time on the power play for Duluth. Alexandria has for penalty kill Tegan Cullen along with Danica Waldorf, and then forwards Maya Dutton on the ice and Emily Doherty. Here's a rink-wide pass. It went off the far side wall, and it ends up being icing on Duluth. So a boo-boo there on the part of the guests, because now they have to go back into their own end, and if they look to get going on their power play, they're going to have to bring it the length of the ice.
I don't know if that term was on my bingo card for the game.
Saying boo-boo? Yeah. Well, we try to bring as colorful language as we can into the equation here. Sometimes it works, sometimes you just never know when it comes to extemporaneous work. That's what play-by-play is all about. Now the puck carried back into the Alexandria end, but Duluth having some issues keeping the puck in. Pass by Bailey Tice along the wall was not held in by Nora Good. Now the Northern Stars will come back in. Haley Martinson had it. Now it's going to be intercepted by Cullen. She'll play it the other way for Alexandria. We're now 1 minute into the Duluth power play, and I don't believe the Northern Stars have gotten a shot on goal as of yet. And now a turnover here leads to a backhander by Emily Doherty.
Ooh, it's still free. Oh.
Yep, and now I think the goaltender Antilla will finally fall on it. Quali Real Estate bringing you the instant replay for our YouTube audience, and you can see the theft work there. Emily Doherty able to kind of gain possession of that puck as Duluth was trying to come out, and that led to a backhanded scoring chance, but the save was made. And now off the face-off, Alexandria will guide the puck along the left wall, but now Duluth regains control. Still about 40 seconds remaining in the Northern Stars power play. Now Alexandria's Maya Dutton is going to intercept the pass in the offensive zone and play it back the other way. I should say in the Cardinals' end, which for Duluth is the offensive zone. The Northern Stars back to charge ahead. Here is Bailey Tice working it into the Alexandria end. Now she gets met by Peyton Revering. Revering will intercept. She can't clear it out. It's kept in by Nora Good. And actually it was defenseman Jesse Paulson who got a shot on goal. Now a centering attempt got broken up by Alexandria. The power play for Duluth is about to expire as Alexandria successfully kills off the player advantage by the Northern Stars. 3-0 Alexandria. We've played a little more than 4 minutes of this second period here inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. DMAC, Dave McClurg, joined by Jeff James and our videographer, J.P. Boleen, for our girls hockey coverage this afternoon. Right now, Peyton Revering and Danica Waldorf are the defensemen on the ice. They are joined by forwards Emma Basson and Anna Carinta and Skylar Thorson, although now Jersey Severson is going to come out to get some shift time for Alexandria, and Tegan Cullen is on as a defenseman for Alexandria. The Northern Stars will slide a puck into the direction of Victoria Myers, and she will cover up and stop play with nearly 5 minutes gone by here in period 2.
Yeah, and I think, fairly even here in the first 5 minutes, which we talk about is kind of critical when you come out. So maybe Duluth got the message.
Yeah, and I think the Northern Stars trying to control the draw, playing it over toward the right wall in the Alexandria end. But yet I think Alexandria's come out and they've shown their stamina a little bit to getting a scoring chance while shorthanded earlier, and I think the Cardinals have done a nice job at holding the fort here. Now the puck played the other way. That will go off the skate of an Alexandria player, and icing will be called. Faceoff will be forthcoming in the Alexandria zone. The Cardinals are going to bring their line out on the ice. That's going to include Skylar Thorson, Emma Basson, and Brecklin Ellingson. Ellingson's going to try to win the draw against the sophomore Sasha Cole from Duluth. And now the Cardinals do win the draw. Brecklin Ellingson eventually playing it over toward Thorson, and now Duluth trying to put some pressure on in the Alexandria end. We're now 5.5 minutes into the second period. It's Alexandria leading Duluth 3-0. That was the score after period 1. Now the Northern Stars, Sasha Cole's going to play it across toward one of her teammates on the blue line here. Now it's intercepted as Emma Basson has it. She'll skate into the offensive zone onside. Now Basson trying to locate a pass, and here's a shot right on goal as Skylar Thorson was able to put some rubber on the tender, and goaltender Ailey Antilla was able to stop it, creating a face-off now in the Northern Stars end.
And it's pretty early, DMAC, but one thing I did notice about Antilla when in the first period, she did give up some juicy rebounds, and I think she's done a way better job of holding on or directing those rebounds into the corners.
Yeah, Ailey Antilla, a junior goaltender for Duluth, her goals against average was under 2 coming into today's game. So the fact that Alexandria lit the lamp for 3 goals on her in the first 11 minutes is a very worthy feat for the Cardinals. Now back, Danica Waldorf does a nice job breaking up a possible odd player rush. Now an odd player rush the other way for Alexandria. Bentley Kreil into the Duluth zone, working right along the goal line, but she couldn't quite get a shot on goal as the skates kind of eluded her as she was down right along the goal line. But the Cardinals maintain control. Peyton Revering was trying to keep it in, but Duluth will have one of its forwards, Haley Martinson, play it out. Now the Northern Stars will work it up ahead into the offensive end. Martinson's going to guide it back into the Alexandria zone as Duluth will make a line change here. May McCall's forward line, which includes Sasha Cole and Isla Sandifer, will re-enter the rink of play for Duluth. The Northern Stars out of the Lake Superior Conference at 10-4 on the year. The Northern Stars have won all 4 of their Lake Superior games to this point. Now here is a opportunity for Duluth, but Emily Doherty back. Now it's going to be Brooklyn McPhail, one of the defensemen for the Alexandria Cardinals, trying to do some work along the wall. The Northern Stars will get a shot. Sandifer from a tough angle has her shot steered away by Victoria Myers, and now Alexandria clears it out. The goaltender Antilla will slow it up. She'll drop the puck off for her teammate, and now it's going to be May McCall looking to play it ahead. Now it's up into the neutral zone, and here come the Northern Stars back the other way. Sasha Cole handling the puck, trying to find it for Sandifer, but her centering pass intercepted by Alexandria, and then the Cardinals will play it back behind the net. We're approaching the midpoint of the hockey game. We're now more than 8 minutes into the second period. Alexandria 3, Duluth no score. Our scoreboard updates this afternoon being brought to you by Glenwood State Bank. Now here's a shot on goaltender Victoria Myers, and the save is going to be made there. And that was not an easy save, in my mind, JJ, for Myers to make, because she had 2 or 3 players shielding her on that path of the shot.
Again, yeah, we have a perfect look at it, and she didn't get a clean look at that one.
So the face-off will be coming to Victoria Myers' right. In the left face-off circle, Anna Corinta battling for the draw. It eventually comes out top where defenseman Nora Good puts a shot on goal, and Myers will make another save. So now the face-off again to the right of the goaltender Myers as Corinta battles Haley Truitt for the draw. Puck gets cycled around by Alexandria. The Cardinals will play it out. Bentley Kreil looking to handle it. Now it's going to be redirected by Anna Corinta back to one of her blue liners. Now Bentley Kreil has the puck. She'll send it up to the left side for Quinn Hills. Nice pass across for Corinta, trying to work her way into the slot area, but she got bumped off the play. And now a player, I think Kreil, is able to get over and put a shot on the goaltender Antilla, who will stop it, and will have a face-off forthcoming in the Northern Stars end.
Yeah,
go ahead, Jeff.
Sorry, just because we don't see the results, Alexandria is still playing a very, very good second period here.
Yeah, and I know that Coach Randall, kind of complimentary of Molly Arola's team, she was well aware that Alexandria plays a very good structured type game, and she was expecting that out of Alexandria today. And by and large, I think the Cardinals have been able to do that in great stretches of this game. 3-0 Alexandria with the lead as we now go under 8 minutes remaining in the second period. Now the puck through neutral ice. Peyton Revering getting to it here for Alexandria. Now it's going to be dropped back in to the Northern Stars zone. Duluth clears it out, but delayed offside on Alexandria allows Nora Good to handle the puck as she goes from one blue line to the other, now into the Alexandria zone. Now Emily Doherty trying to knock the puck off of Good's stick. Now a scramble, and the puck is going to be cleared out. Alexandria's Jersey Severson will come up the left side. Now she has it. She'll drop it off. Here's a wrist shot by Emily Doherty, and the save will be made by Antilla.
Yeah, you know, this game is evened up in shots, at least a lot more from the early start that Alexandria got, sitting at 15 shots for Alexandria, 11 for the Northern Stars. So, you know, this game's really evened out here, D-Mac, halfway through.
Yeah, without a doubt. You are listening to People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app. And thanks for watching us on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. Our streaming brought to you in a large part due to the tremendous support of our signature streaming sponsor, Integrity Title of Alexandria. Jackson is our KXRA radio studio engineer, and along with our videographer JP Boline and my broadcast partner Jeff James, I am Dave McClurg. Alexandria has a 3-0 lead as we're now under 6.5 minutes remaining in period number 2 of this non-conference girls hockey game. The visiting Duluth Northern Stars entered the game at 10-4. Alexandria entered at 9-4, and the Cardinals were getting an odd player rush, and Quinn Hills took it strong, and actually I think that was Anna Corinta who took it strong to the net, and her shot got stopped. So we'll have a face-off forthcoming in the Northern Stars end. Bentley Kreil, Quinn Hills, and Anna Corinta, your forwards on the ice right now for Alexandria. I believe Tegan Cullen is one defenseman on the ice, and Peyton Revering is the other. Now the Cardinals control the draw. Here is Corinta spinning away from a defender, trying to backhand a pass in front, but Duluth is going to keep the puck behind the net. Now sending it over toward the left half wall and out of the zone. Peyton Revering will go back to retrieve the biscuit for the Alexandria Cardinals, sending it now to Tegan Cullen. Cullen will send it up to the center ice area, and now it's going to be tipped in to the Duluth zone by one of the Alexandria forwards. Now the Cardinals look to set up their forecheck as now a player for the Lady Cardinals goes down. Duluth will clear it the other way. Tegan Cullen back to play it. Now it's ahead to Revering, up toward Emily Doherty. Doherty will work in, feeding off to Severson. Backhander and a goal! The captain, Jersey Severson. And the Alexandria Cardinals now have a 4-0 lead.
In a very, very unselfish play there by Doherty to find Severson out in front. That was just a very nice play set up by Julia Doherty.
Yeah, and I tell you, Alexandria's had some really good-looking assists on their goals. I think back to Bentley Kryle's assist on Quinn Hill's goal back in the first period. Pretty pass to lead to a good scoring chance. And now Alexandria's going to work it back in. And now the puck fed over toward Doherty, now broken up. And now it's going to be sent back to neutral ice. Jeff, I'm going to ask you to help in making an executive decision. How about making Emily Doherty's assist on the Jersey Severson goal our Culver's play of the game?
Absolutely, and I apologize to Emily by calling her Julia. I've done that in the past.
Oh,
too.
yeah, she's heard that from me throughout the volleyball season in the fall. So I think there was even one instance I referred to Emily as Anna, another one of the Doherty sisters and everything. So,
yeah.
But congratulations, Emily Doherty, with her second helper of the day, and the assist on the Jersey Severson goal will be our Culver's play of the game today.
Alexandria is going to go shorthanded here, I believe, for the second time as well.
Yep, and
some checking going on.
Yep, checking penalty for Maya Dutton, and that's going to come at the 12-minute, 36-second mark of the second period. So Duluth will get its second power play of the game. So 5-on-4 opportunity for the Northern Stars. They're 0 for 1 with the player advantage today. Duluth gains possession of the puck. Nora Good at the point. She's going to send it over now to Isla Sandifer. Now a shot on goal. The save made. Alexandria intercepts and now will break out. Brecklin Ellingson and Anna Corinta, your forwards on the ice, joined by defensive partners Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen. Now a pass again cleared the zone by Alexandria. Duluth has Nora Good along with Isla Sandifer, Sasha Cole on the ice. Also, I believe you have Haley Martinson as part of the power play for the Northern Stars and Bailey Tice. Again, the Northern Stars having some issues trying to get the puck out of their own end. A little more than 45 seconds into this power play. 3.5 minutes is our time remaining in the second, with Alexandria leading Duluth in varsity girls hockey 4-0. Now the Cardinals clear the puck out of the zone again. Jessie Paulson was trying to keep it in front of her, but it goes back into the Northern Stars zone. Now here is Sasha Cole. She's the team's leading point scorer. 8 goals, 16 assists, or 16 goals, 8 assists for 24 points for the sophomore Sasha Cole. Now here's getting into the slot area, Bailey Tice, but her shot got tipped wide of the goal and played back out of the zone. Still a half minute remaining in Duluth's power play. We have under 3 remaining in the second period as it's Alexandria 4, Duluth nothing in the girls hockey matchup inside Old National Bank Arena at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Again, the Cardinals doing a nice job on penalty kill. Here comes Haley Truitt up the left side for Duluth, trying to drop it off, but her pass got intercepted, and it's going to be cleared out of the zone by Emma Basson. Now played back in, and Alexandria gets back to full strength. Peyton Revering will feed the puck along the right half wall and out of the zone. Duluth will drop it back in. It looks like the forwards that Duluth looks to bring back onto the ice include Aisley Mathias. But now Alexandria coming the other way. Brecklin Ellingson deep right side, skating with the puck. She'll bring it out to the point. Tegan Cullen will fire into traffic, and that got redirected by Duluth. Now the puck is going to be played out of the zone. Here's a race. Truitt getting behind the Alexandria defense, but her backhander got steered away by goaltender Victoria Myers. Now Alexandria works it back into the Duluth end. Under 100 seconds remaining now in the second period, with Alexandria up by 4 in this non-conference matchup. Alexandria trying to start the new calendar year in a busy month of January with victory number 10 on the year. Both of these teams have very similar records. Duluth has played one more game to go to 10-4. Alexandria, playing its 14th game of the year today, enters the new year at 9-4. Delayed penalty coming up on Alexandria. Now the Cardinals get a touch as the Cardinals will go shorthanded once again.
I think it's going to be Bentley Cryle for tripping.
Yep, that will be the third penalty for Alexandria. And this one comes at 15:50 of the second. So time to see the Cardinals penalty kill in action. And they've been pretty successful on the PK so far. Duluth starts with Haley Martinson along with Sasha Cole, Nora Good. I believe Bailey Tice out on the ice for the power play. And Isla Sandifer. And here is Good putting a backhander on goaltender Myers, who will make the save for Alexandria. Emily Doherty, one of the forwards on the ice. I believe Maya Dutton also out there for part of the PK. And you've got defenseman Tegan Cullen out there and one other D partner over along the far wall here. I think that's Peyton Revering. So Alexandria able to win a draw and play it back into the Duluth end. Now, fortunately for Alexandria, the Cardinals will not have to try to kill off this entire Duluth power play this period, assuming that the Northern Stars won't score. They've got 40 seconds or so remaining in this period to try to get that first goal of the hockey game with Alexandria in front 4-0. Now the Northern Stars regroup, and it's going to be played out towards Sandifer. Sandifer trying to hold it on her stick, but Anna Corinta's back there bothering her, and Corinta actually tipped the puck off of the stick of Sandifer, but now it's going to be taken by Sasha Cole. She'll go across both blue lines, now into the Alexandria zone. Cole will play it to Sandifer. Her shot goes a little bit wide. Down to about 5 seconds remaining in the period, and Alexandria will move out of period number 2, still holding the visitors off the board. So Alexandria wins the second period by a goal, and the Cardinals lead by 4 with 17 minutes remaining in regulation time. Through 2 on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard, Alexandria leads the Duluth Northern Stars in varsity girls hockey 4-0. JJ and I will be back with the Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report on the other side of these words from our boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CIRAC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. Most of my crew has been here for decades.
The reason I've been here for so long is I love the variety and I love the different tasks throughout the day. A chance to operate many different pieces of equipment in any day.
Working here, I definitely like working with the crew. The guys are involved in training you and definitely help developing you as a person.
If I was looking for a place of employment, I would definitely apply here.
Give me a call and visit my website because we're hiring and I want to talk to you about your next career with us.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer. Make it Jetner Motors your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind. Because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
We are through 2 periods of high school varsity girls hockey from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. And right now, things are looking good to start 2026 for Molly Arola's Lady Cardinals. Alexandria leads Duluth by a score of 4-0. Welcome to our mid-game report, brought to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. Live, love, local. Shop Eldon's Fresh Foods at 3rd and Nakoma Streets. And by and large, Jeff, I think it's been a pretty solid effort for the Alexandria girls hockey team, getting off to that really quick start, maybe taking advantage of the fact that Duluth had not played a game for 13 days. But I thought Alexandria came out of the gates well. Duluth, after taking that time out, I think the Northern Stars have played some better hockey, but yet I think a pretty solid second period. The only dark cloud potentially in the silver lining is probably a few too many trips to the penalty box for Alexandria in that second period.
Right, and I think those two things flipped. I think the Northern Stars had a couple of costly ones in the first period, and I think Alexandria just allowed the momentum to continue for the Northern Stars with their penalties. So I believe that Alexandria played a really good period, but I think Duluth did a really good job by staying out of the box, because Alexandria has a very potent power play, and that's one of the things that really will benefit the Cardinals if they can get that rotating door to the power or to the penalty box to open up again for Duluth. But Alexandria, and I was just a very well played second period by both teams, because I thought that this could easily end up as one of those really lopsided games, but, and of course it's not necessarily close right now, but it feels a little bit more close than 4-0.
Yep, Alexandria breaking on top with a 3-goal first period and then adding one more in the second. Why don't we do the scoring recap here as part of our Eldon's Fresh Foods mid-game report. Senior Quinn Hills got the scoring started with a goal at 4:47 of the hockey game. Bentley Cryle with a nice assist, playing it off the back wall in front, and Quinn Hills off to the right of the goaltender, Ailey Antilla, and Quinn Hills put it into the back of the net for her 6th score of the year. And Cryle with the lone assist to make it 1-0. Then Alexandria scored a pair of goals just 37 seconds apart. Both were netted by junior Tegan Cullen. One was an even strength goal at 10:35 with Cryle getting an assist. And then Cullen scored a power play goal, getting her shot from the point past goaltender Antilla at 11:12 of the first. Emily Doherty had an assist on that goal for Alexandria to make it 3-0 after one. And then the only scoring of the second occurred at the 11:44 mark. Captain Jersey Severson netting her 4th goal of the year. And Emily Doherty had an assist on that score as well. A very unselfish play made by Doherty, getting it into the low slot area for Jersey Severson, who was able to get her shot past goaltender Ailey Antilla at 11:44 to increase Alexandria's lead. By the way, the second assist of the game for Doherty is our Culver's play of the game. So congratulations to Emily on that. Alexandria with a 4-goal advantage through 2. Penalty situation. Duluth took the 2 minor penalties in the first period. Alexandria capitalized on one of those power play chances. Then the Cardinals took 3 penalties in the second period. One of those, the minor for tripping to Bentley Cryle, is going to carry over for up to 50 seconds into period number 3. Right now, Duluth is 0 for 2 with a player advantage, although they're working on their third power play chance, carrying over into the third. Alexandria batting .500 on the power play this afternoon, 1 out of 2. Shots on goal in the second. Each team had 8 shots on goal. So through 2 periods, Duluth has 13 against Victoria Myers. Alexandria 17 against Duluth junior goaltender Ailey Antilla. And again after 2, Alexandria leads the Duluth Northern Stars 4-0. That is our mid-game report, presented to you by Eldon's Fresh Foods in Alexandria. Again, along our late media platforms, including our Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube and on KXRA Radio. We will pause and enjoy these words from our boosters of Cardinal sports coverage.
To a place where you can savor the flavors of authentic Mexican cuisine. Casa Jalisco offers a true taste of Mexico without the airfare. Casa Jalisco, your Mexican getaway in downtown Alexandria.
Enjoy life at the lake and work for a growing company that offers rewarding careers and cares about your well-being. Agard, we build cool machines and are hiring for multiple positions across the organization. Plus, no-cost health benefits for you and your family.
A successful win isn't about the score. It's about what you put into the game. If a successful win matters to you on the purchase or sale of your property, hard work matters to me. Todd Whiting, Century 21, 766-2200.
Hi, I'm Dr. Emma.
And I'm Dr. AJ. We're the dentists at the Alexandria Dental Clinic, where advanced care meets a family-first approach.
From cosmetic dentistry and Invisalign to restorative work and pediatric care.
Alexandria Dental Clinic, your smile's new best friend.
Hi, Carl Qualley with Qualley Real Estate. Our business approach is based on what we call the 4 E's: experience, expertise, ethics, and energy. Qualities that led us to be voted best real estate company 3 years in a row. Find your real estate coach at Qualley Real Estate, where we protect your money.
At ALP Utilities, we're proud to be a community-owned public power and water utility. That means local decisions, reliable service, and reinvesting in Alexandria. From classrooms to sidelines, we're proud to be a part of the moments that bring our community together.
Carlson Music Center, downtown Alexandria. Yamaha pianos and new unused equipment. Lessons and instruction. Learn from the best, piano and voice to guitar and violin. Carlson Music Center, for all your musical needs in Alexandria.
The Tradesman Construction has built a rich history as being the premier, most referred, full-service general contractor in the area. They are a proud supporter of all Alexandria Cardinal teams. Find them online at tradesmanconstruction.com.
Getting in and out of the pharmacy is easy with Trum Drug's app, RX Local. Download the app, choose Trum Drug as your pharmacy, use it for medication refills and reminders. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
When you want your closing to go as smooth as possible, ask for Integrity Title. We may be a bit obsessed about our jobs and the details that go into it, but that's what makes us such a good choice for your real estate closing. Ask for Integrity Title, the title closing geeks.
The teams are back on the ice prior to the start of period number 3 of varsity girls hockey. We welcome you to our broadcast on KXRA Radio, and thank you for watching on our Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube. My name is Dave McClurg. I'm also known as DMAC. I've got JJ. Jeff James is my broadcast partner, and JP Bolin is our videographer on location from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Our broadcast on Saturday will originate from Orono High School in the western suburbs of the Twin Cities. The Alexandria girls basketball team will face Orono tomorrow afternoon at 2. Our pregame show will be on the air at 1:30, and for the KXRA listening audience, that means our Swap Shop program on the radio tomorrow will be shortened up to just 25 minutes because of our Alexandria girls hockey coverage. Alexandria will be shorthanded for potentially up to 50 seconds. We're hoping it is the full 50 seconds to start the third period. Alexandria has forwards Maya Dutton and Emily Doherty on the ice, along with defensive partners Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen. Duluth starts the third period with forwards Bailey Tice and May McCall on the ice, along with Haley Martinson, Isla Sandifer, and defenseman Nora Good. Alexandria able to work the puck out of its own end, playing it back into the Duluth zone. So early on in the third, Alexandria draining some time on Duluth's power play, and now the Cardinals intercept, and that leads Maya Dutton feeding one to Emily Doherty, who fired it a little bit high. Duluth able to recover. Now working up the center of the ice is Cole. Cole tried to put one on goal, but Tegan Cullen steered that one wide. Now a backhander goes wide. Alexandria has Bentley Cryle coming out of the penalty box, so the Lady Cardinals back to full strength. And now here is Cole looking to put a shot toward the net, and Alexandria denies her. The Cardinals cycle the puck around and will look to play it out of the zone. And now the puck is going to be kept in the Alexandria end. Here's a shot that finds its way to goaltender Victoria Myers off the stick of defenseman Jesse Paulson. Now another shot. This one is going to be saved by Victoria Myers, creating the face-off in the Alexandria Cardinals end.
Northern Stars have a little bit of jump in their step to come out in the third period, even after Alexandria killed off that last remaining bit of the power play.
Yep, face-off battle. Darby Friday is challenging Alexandria's forward, and the Northern Stars were able to get the draw, and a shot was saved by Myers. Alexandria got the first 7 shots on goal in this game and building a 3-0 lead. And since then, the Northern Stars have outshot the Lady Cardinals 16-9. So the number of shots on goal is nearly leveled out between the teams. Here's Cryle. She'll get the puck cross center ice and feed it over into the Duluth Northern Stars zone. Now Quinn Hill's battling Duluth's Nayla Johnson for possession. The Northern Stars come away with it. Now a pass up the ice got broken up, and Maya Dutton will try to steer it deeper into the offensive end. We're now a little more than 2 minutes into this final period. Alexandria with a 4-0 lead over the Duluth Northern Stars. Duluth coming in at 10-4 out of the Lake Superior Conference. Alexandria presently tied for the lead in the Central Lakes Conference with Fergus Falls. Molly Arola's Cardinals come in 5-0 in the CLC, 9-4 overall. And we have play stopped here because of icing, and we'll have a face-off coming up in the Duluth end. Right now you've got the Jersey Severson, Maya Dutton, Emily Doherty forward line on the ice, joined by Danica Waldorf and Tegan Cullen. Here's off the face-off, a shot by Waldorf. That got saved by the goaltender Antilla. Alexandria keeps the puck in. Now we've got a centering attempt, and that got tipped off to the left of the goaltender from her point of view. Now the Cardinals bring it back in front. Backhander save made on the Doherty attempt. Now Duluth gets the rebound, and the Northern Stars skating the other way. Sasha Cole using her speed. She tries a backhand. A save is made, and then a rebound goes a little bit wide. And now another chance, and Duluth is going to convert, and the Northern Stars are on the board here in the early part of the third period. It is now a 4-1 Alexandria lead.
That first 5 minutes is always important, and Duluth, they did what they needed to do here to get back on track.
It will be a goal for Haley Martinson, and it will be her 9th of the year. Defenseman Lucy Bell will get an assist, and for Bell, it's her 5th helper of the year. So Duluth is on the board at the 3:05 mark of the third period. And now off the face-off, the Northern Stars play another puck into the Alexandria end, and Victoria Myers is required to make a save. Shots on goal now favored Duluth in today's game, 20-19. Again, the Northern Stars, through the first 11-plus minutes of the hockey game, did not have a shot on goal. Alexandria was able to build a 3-0 lead in the process. Now the Northern Stars looking to keep up their forecheck, but here's Skylar Thorson gaining possession. She'll skate up the left side, take a shot, and Antilla will make the save. Duluth will clear the puck, but this will go all the way to the other end. Icing will stop play with 13:28 to go in regulation time.
Yeah, and maybe it's a little bit like this last shift for Alexandria was a lot more intense. Maybe it's like, okay, this is it. We're not doing any more of that. Giving up one goal. And they played a really good defensive game, and Victoria Myers has played a heck of a game. So it's something where Duluth has just really kind of turned on the Jets here since that timeout.
Yeah, it was interesting because head coach Allie Randall took the timeout after Tegan Cullen's power play goal put Alexandria in front 3-0, and the message seemed to be received by her players. And even if they may not come back to win this hockey game, they can take some solace in that they were able to respond after, frankly, getting off to a real slow start today. Now Alexandria working the other way. Quinn Hill's trying to get past a defender and kind of utilizing her speed. Of course, she's an excellent distance runner for Alexandria, competing in cross country in the fall and track and field in the spring. Now the Northern Stars will work the puck back into the Alexandria zone. Peyton Revering will go back to retrieve it. She'll look to skate up the right side into neutral ice where she got met along the wall. Now Revering gets it to Jersey Severson, who shoots it a little bit wide of the goal. Now Severson trying to do some work along the back wall. The Northern Stars will cycle it around. We're about 4.5 minutes now into the final period. 12.5 minutes remaining in regulation time. It's Alexandria 4, Duluth 1 in this varsity game inside the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center at Old National Bank Arena. Alexandria is seeking win number 10 on the year. Duluth is seeking win number 11 on the year. Here's Sasha Cole turning around, shooting in the slot area. That got deflected. Alexandria regains control. Here comes Emily Doherty. Doherty up the left side, kept wide. Now she'll drop it off for Maya Dutton. Dutton will look to play the puck to one of her teammates, but it's going to be broken up. And now Sasha Cole will retrieve for Duluth. And Alexandria keeps it in. Here is defenseman Brooklyn McPhail playing it inside. And we're going to have a flurry in front of the net. And Ailey Antilla will recover the puck after the Cardinals get a shot. Face-off will be coming up in the Northern Stars zone. 11:43 is our time remaining in regulation. Alexandria leads Duluth on the Glenwood State Bank scoreboard 4-1. The Cardinals will come out with their forward line of Emma Basson, Brecklin Ellingson, and Skylar Thorson. Countering that for Duluth, let's see, I think they're going to have the line which includes Sasha Cole and a couple of other forwards on the ice right now. I think Coach Randall has mixed up her lines just a little bit from the start of the game. Haley Martinson and Aisley Mathias, I believe, are part of that forward line that Cole is a part of. So that's kind of mixing part of the first line with part of the second line here. Now the Northern Stars work it in, but can't keep it in as the puck got past Kirsten Kurth, one of the defensemen, and back into the Northern Stars zone. Now the puck goes back to neutral ice. Alexandria will work it around, and now Tegan Cullen will play it back in as the Cardinals will make a line change here. Looks like Quinn Hills is going to get back on the ice here for Alexandria. Here's a pass led out of the zone to Haley Martinson. She'll tip it back the other way. Now Alexandria looking to play it out of its own end. Now here's a chance. Bailey Tice trying to play one toward the net, and it got cleared out of the scoring territory. Now Alexandria regaining control. Here's a puck that went off the stick of Isla Sandifer into the Duluth end rather. So now the Northern Stars will go back to retrieve. 10:20 to go in regulation time. Duluth scored the last goal, but Alexandria still has a 3-goal lead. Now here is Nora Good looking to find the net, but her shot attempt got intercepted. Emily Doherty playing it now to Bentley Cryle, firing a shot on goaltender Ailey Antilla, and the save is made. Of course, Cryle has a 2-point afternoon going. She assisted on the first two Alexandria goals of the day.
Transition hockey's really picked up here. Both teams seem to have some energy here mid-period of the third.
Yep, now Duluth trying to regain possession. Here comes Bailey Tice up the right side. The junior will skate in, and she gets kept wide. Alexandria looking to redirect here, and it's going to be played out of the zone by Emily Doherty. Now back to defenseman Jesse Paulson for Duluth. Now off to Nora Good. Good now being bothered here by Emily Doherty. Doherty trying to regain control of the puck, and now it's going to be played ahead. Here comes Darby Friday in. Friday got sent to the ice, and we're going to have a penalty on Alexandria, and the Cardinals are going to go shorthanded 7.5 minutes into this third period.
Yeah, it's going to be Tegan Cullen. I'm not sure if they're going to call it a trip or a check, maybe. Oh, they're going to call it a cross-check.
Yep, cross-checking on Tegan Cullen, and that's going to come at the 7:31 mark of the period. So Duluth being graced the opportunity to be on the power play for a fourth time this afternoon. Do I throw the DMAC jinx out? I got to tell you the truth. They're 0 for 3 on the power play so far. Whether or not it creates a DMAC jinx, I cannot tell a lie.
We've done it before, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean,
sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
Right.
But, anyway, Alexandria has Brecklin Ellingson and Quinn Hills out for part of the PK. And Danica Waldorf is one defenseman on the ice for the Cardinals. And the other defenseman may be Brooklyn McPhail here for Alexandria. Now Duluth skates in and looking to set up on the power play. Nora Good is unable to keep the puck in at the point, so the Northern Stars will have to regroup. Now Duluth gets set up, and it goes to the left side. Here's a centering attempt that goes wide, and the rebound gets sent out of the zone. We're about 40 seconds into the Northern Stars power play. We're down to about 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in regulation time. Alexandria with a 4-1 lead over Duluth in this non-conference girls hockey game at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria. The first game or match broadcast of projected 16 that we're going to have on our late media platforms here in the month of January. Now Alexandria shorthanded, killing off some more time. Emily Doherty able to find a shot, put on goaltender Antilla, who makes the save. And now the Northern Stars come away with it. Still about a half minute remaining on the power play, and I think the pass ended up being a stretch pass that went past all of the Northern Stars, and Duluth ends up getting called for icing. And I want to say
another
this
boo-boo.
is yes, a second boo-boo of the day. That's too many boo-boos. So I believe it was earlier that I made the boo-boo remark on getting icing when you've got a player advantage. You don't necessarily want to do that. But here, Duluth trying to work the puck out of its own end, but Maya Dutton bothering one of the Northern Stars forwards, Isla Sandifer. And now the Northern Stars look to break out, but the Cardinals will intercept the pass, and it's going to be redirected the other way. Down to about 10 seconds remaining in the Northern Stars power play. 4-1, Alexandria in front. We're in the third period. Now here is Brecklin Ellingson trying to get the puck away from the slot area. The Cardinals now back to full strength. Duluth is unable to keep the puck in the zone. And now Jesse Paulson will redirect it in. Alexandria has, as forwards on the ice right now, Emma Basson along with Brecklin Ellingson and also Skylar Thorson. And now the Cardinals end up icing the puck and will come back into the Alexandria zone. So the Cardinals have successfully killed off 4 Duluth power plays in this game.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you have to play good special teams. And this is a part of ramping up for the sections because special teams is such a big part of playoff hockey and, just in general.
Face-off will be won by the Alexandria Cardinals, and now a breakout pass up ahead toward Quinn Hills. She'll race the other way, takes the shot, and it goes just a little bit wide. She got a nice feed from one of her blue liners back at the other end. Now the Northern Stars regain possession. Hills trying to redirect it, but now it's going to be Hannah Simonson. Her pass got intercepted by Bentley Cryle. Now Cryle got met by Nora Good. Good gains control of the puck. She'll send one on goaltender Victoria Myers, who makes her 21st save of the afternoon. We're down to about 6.5 minutes remaining in regulation time. It's Alexandria 4, Duluth 1 in varsity girls hockey. Glenwood State Bank bringing you our scoreboard updates today. Now the Cardinals regain control at their own blue line. Maya Dutton ahead to Emily Doherty. Doherty racing behind, takes the shot, save made, rebound attempt. Severson tried to put a follow-up shot, that may have been blocked. Now the puck comes in front toward the slot area. Tegan Cullen's going to track it down over toward the right wall. She tried a backhanded centering pass, broken up by the Northern Stars and played back to neutral ice. Under 6 minutes remaining now in the third period. Duluth has scored the only goal of the third, but Alexandria still has a 4-1 lead. Now the puck played through neutral ice. Danica Waldorf will send it over toward Emma Basson. Basson trying to race around one of the Duluth players in neutral ice. Now it's going to be redirected, and the Cardinals, Skylar Thorson, able to handle the puck here. Now Basson's going to work in for the Lady Cardinals, playing it around toward Brecklin Ellingson along the left wall in the corner. 4-1 Alexandria with the lead. We're about to go under 5 minutes remaining in regulation time. Here's a race. Sophomore Sasha Cole up the right side. Nice move. Backhander goes over the net. Rebound in front and a sprawling save there for Victoria Myers. Oh my, that might have been one of the best saves of the afternoon for the senior goaltender, Vicky Myers. And Duluth was able to show off its speed. Initially, Sasha Cole had the scoring attempt and then a follow-up there. And again, our thanks to Quali Real Estate for providing those instant replays for our YouTube audience today. 4:50 to go in regulation time. Face off to the left of Victoria Myers. Alexandria trying to work the puck out of the zone. And now the Cardinals again having it along their own goal line. Now a turnover here. Cole trying to put some mustard on a shot. I think her shot hit the side of the net. Now clearing attempt, Hensley Carlson steering it back behind the net over toward the left half wall. Duluth getting its forecheck going here, trying to put on some sustained pressure. Centering pass broken up here by Alexandria's Anna Carinta. She'll send it ahead to Quinn Hills, who will slide it back in to the Northern Stars zone. Alexandria 4, Duluth 1 as we move under 4 minutes remaining as we hit the 4-minute mark, time remaining in regulation play. Alexandria seeking a 10th win on the year. Now the puck remains in the Duluth Northern Stars zone. Back to play it is Neela Johnson for the Northern Stars, and then the Cardinals able to get a shot on goaltender Ailey Antilla. That stops play with a face-off coming up in the Northern Stars zone.
Yeah, you can really feel the intensity ratcheting up, even more than you would think from a 4-1 game, but it's really playing more. And honestly, you could really say that besides that first period, it's been a 1-1 game
really
since.
Yep, no doubt about that. Evie Nye now getting some ice time as Maya Dutton and Emily Doherty on the ice right now for the Lady Cardinals. The defensive partners include Tegan Cullen and Danica Waldorf. Duluth possessing the puck. Mae McCall trying to work it back out. McCall and I believe Sasha Cole, part of the forward line on the ice right now for the Northern Stars, joined by Bailey Tice. Now here's Maya Dutton gaining possession. Dutton basically 1-on-4 as Alexandria makes a line change here. Now we're about to move under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Alexandria just that amount of game time away from raising the record on the year to 10-4. Now the puck cleared back into the Alexandria zone. The Cardinals will come away with it. Here comes Emma Basson. She got met by a Duluth player. Basson flicks the puck back into the Duluth Northern Stars zone. Cardinals looking to bridge the New Year's Day holiday with a pair of wins this week. Alexandria blank Brainerd Little Falls here on Tuesday, 3-0. and are looking to follow it up with another victory against a team from the 218 area code. Down to about 2:15 to go in regulation time. Skylar Thorson gains possession of the puck in neutral ice, feeding it up the ice now for Anna Carinta. Carinta handling it along the wall, feeding it to Bentley Kreil. Kreil trying to work through, but it's tipped away by Peyton Hunter, one of the forwards for Duluth. Now Quinn Hills has it, firing on net, and a save is going to be made. Initially, Antilla was able to stop it, and then it kind of just squirted in front of her, and I think it's almost like Ailey Antilla was the cat pouncing on the mouse there.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not going to let you get away from me. So face-off will be coming up to Antilla's right with just 1:55 to go.
And she's done such a better job with the rebounds, though. You can't talk enough about how well she's done with the rebounds here lately.
Yep, and this time, and now she does have a rebound and a goal.
I'm sorry.
The DMAC jinx was extended to Jeff James there because off the face-off, the Cardinals got a shot. Ailey Antilla made a save, and lo and behold, there was a rebound opportunity, and it's going to be put in, and the Cardinals now have a 5-1 lead. And again, for our YouTube audience, Quality Real Estate bringing you the instant replay. 15 minutes and 12 seconds will be the time of the third period goal. I think Carinta will get the finish here for Alexandria, and it will be Danica Waldorf getting the assist. So for Anna Carinta, it will be her 8th goal of the year, and for Danica Waldorf, her 4th assist of the year. So that will add some insurance as Alexandria builds the lead back to 4 goals. It was 4-0 after 2 periods, and Alexandria now up by a score of 5-1. Closing seconds of this game, we will not have overtime in the varsity matchup like we did earlier today when Duluth and Alexandria's JVs met and finished in a 2-all tie. Here is Tegan Cullen trying to keep the puck on side, but it hopped on the other side of the blue line, and then offside gets called. And 1:08 is what remains now in the third period. We invite you to stay tuned because once we wrap up our play-by-play, we'll have our post-game report brought to you by Jutner Motors in Alexandria. That's going to include a player that I'll get together with down below on ice level, and it'll be good to talk to a player following an Alexandria victory. The Cardinals will get victory number 10 in game number 14 this year. Here's a shot that gets steered away, deflected off the stick of Victoria Myers over the net, or over the glass into the netting, and we'll have a face-off now with just 47.7 seconds to go. So the face-off will come to the right. Breckelin Ellingson able to win the draw. Now it's going to be played ahead. Here comes Izzy Nye, and I believe her sister Evie might have been into the offensive zone just a hair too soon. You almost had a Nye player advantage there.
Right.
So, but it was all for naught. And
will there be any arguments at home?
Right. I don't think
Stay on sides.
Yep. So yeah, exactly. So, but hey, they're giving their effort. I mean, I think that's part of that energy piece. That they're looking to go all out, and good to see both Evie Nye and Izzy Nye. Izzy is the older of the two sisters, getting some shift time here at the end of what will turn out to be an Alexandria victory. Shot, save made. Victoria Myers able to sprawl again. And Quality Real Estate bringing you another instant replay for our YouTube viewers here. And you can see Duluth, even though being down 5-1, the Northern Stars not yielding in this game. They're still trying to work until that last horn sounds. We're down to the final 22 seconds of the game. So Duluth will get another shot. This one rolls back behind the net. That will be a 25th save for Victoria Myers in today's game. And now the puck coming the other way up into neutral ice. And the horn sounds as the victory is Alexandria's in its grasp. Victory number 10 in 2025-26 for the Lady Cardinals. as Alexandria strikes early, building a nice lead in the first period and going on to defeat the Duluth Northern Stars today by a final score of 5-1. With the win, Alexandria now 10-4 on the year. Duluth came into this game at 10-4, so obviously the Northern Stars will head back to the Twin Ports with a record of 10 wins and 5 defeats. That is going to do it for our play-by-play, but we invite you to stick around. We're just moments away from our Juttner Motors post-game report, but right now on our latent media platforms, we enjoy these words from our Alexandria Cardinals sports boosters.
Hi, I'm Mark Lee from Mark Lee Excavating and Asphalt and Paving. I'm looking for experienced, hardworking people to join my company. When you work for us, you'll be home every night, no overnight hotels. Give me a call and visit my website, because we're hiring and we want to talk to you about your next career with us.
Life can sometimes feel like you're navigating through construction. You hit a detour, run out of gas, or you're going the wrong way on a one-way street. But Lakeland Mental Health Center is here to help you get back to the right path. Visit lmhc.org. Help today for a better tomorrow.
Where you start today is not where you'll finish tomorrow. At Alexandria College, we know you have big plans for the future. Find your calling and be a legend.
Dentistry at the Center knows all about busy schedules, and that's one of the best things about having 3 dentists. We have more appointment times available, so we can see you sooner. So, for dentist appointments to fit your schedule better, come see the friendly folks at Dentistry at the Center.
I'm a nurse at heart. I mean, I went into this to take care of other people.
What we say as nurses and as teammates matters here.
Come on over, you'll love it. You will get to experience so many things and help many people.
Cardinals fans, did you know that Cenex Midtown Express has a gas pump designated to support Alexandria Public Schools? For each gallon purchased, 2 cents will be donated to the schools. Pump up your pride at Cenex, your local hometown choice in Alexandria and Garfield. Owned by the community, supporting the community. As the seasons change, so do the needs of your car. That's when Alexandria drivers turn to Mike and Josh at Precision Auto. From simple tune-ups to major repairs, trust a pro. Precision Auto on 8th and Nokomis, Alexandria.
Trum Drug has things in every aisle that you won't find anywhere else, and many of them are made right here in Minnesota. Stop in and grab something for yourself, a friend, or family. Trum Drug, locally owned, locally loved.
If you haven't experienced all new Woodies, you're missing out on the best clean in town.
We installed all new equipment and high suction vacuum service,
but kept our personalized touch with our pre-wash and hand drying service.
Get your shine on
at Woody's Car Wash in the heart of downtown Alexandria.
Who do you turn to if you or a loved one is experiencing a mental health crisis? We're here. Region 4 South Mobile Crisis Team will come to you by calling 701-364-0431.
Fresh, family, locally loved. Eldon's Fresh Foods. Eldon's Fresh Foods.
I just get a great satisfaction when I hear the relief in a customer's voice that they've been helped. They always feel it's an inconvenience when they call us. It's like, it's never an inconvenience. We love helping our customers.
At Viking Bank, we're invested in your journey.
Calendar year 2026 starts off on a very good note for the Alexandria varsity girls hockey team as the Cardinals skate to a 5-1 victory over the Duluth Northern Stars, and that raises Alexandria's record to 10-4 on the year. Hello once again. We welcome you to our Juttner Motors post-game report as it comes to you on the Voice of Alexandria streaming channel on YouTube and also on KXRA Radio. Jeff James is my broadcast partner. He'll be joining us in segment number 2 of our Juttner Motors postgame. I'm Dave McClurgan, down on ice level right now. Joining me is our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of the Game. She happens to be one of the captains of the Alexandria Cardinals. Her goal put Alexandria up 4-0 in the second period of the game. Senior Jersey Severson is our special guest. And Jersey, it's great to be visiting with you for a couple of moments. For our audience that is not watching on YouTube, but rather just listening to the radio, let's ask you to identify your number. And when I ask you what's your number, I mean your jersey number that you put on your sweater. What is your jersey number when you show up on game day?
I'm number 21.
Very good. Has 21 been your jersey number throughout the course of your high school years?
Yep, all 4 years.
Any special significance of why jersey number 21?
No, not really. I mean, my favorite number has always been number 13, and that wasn't an option freshman year, so I just went to 21, and I've stuck with it.
Jersey, your team accomplishes win number 10 here against the Duluth Northern Stars. It really seems like you came out on fire. I believe in the first 11-plus minutes of the game, your team was up 3-0. It is very uncharacteristic to see a coach take a timeout in the first period of a hockey game, but, you know, what was going well for your team to get off to that fast start?
I mean, we all just came out fired up, and we were all flowing, making plays, and I think that we had the momentum at the beginning of the game.
Is there any benefit? I know that your team had a long layoff between games, I believe, going from December 16th to December 30th. Duluth happened to be in that situation where their game today was the first one in 13 days. Do you sense that, you know, having played Brandon Little Falls on Tuesday, was that a benefit of coming in a little more fresh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, just getting on the ice definitely helps, even if it's practice or games, either way.
Jersey, I thought there were instances today where the passing game, forward to forward or even defenseman to forward was really solid. In my mind, there were a lot of pretty assists on goals that were scored by your team today. Are you seeing some improvement in terms of what your team is able to accomplish on offense to try to create those scoring chances?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we work on practice all the time, just like chemistry and knowing where each other are at, and I think that definitely helps with the flow of the game.
We are visiting right now with Jersey Severson from the Alexandria Girls hockey team, our Quality Toyota Cardinal Athlete Player of the Game, after she scores one of the 5 Alexandria goals in a 5-1 Lady Cardinals victory. Alexandria going to 10-4 on the season. And Jersey, I know that we're moving into the last month of the regular season. It's tough to believe that your team's season is set to end on January 29th. And before that, you still have 11 more games on the schedule. As a player, do you like having a cluster of games? I mean, counting this one, you're basically playing 12 games in 28 days. And we know you can't play high school games on Sundays, but are you kind of fired up playing this volume of games that you're going to have over the next 4 weeks?
I mean, yeah, it's always fun to play games, and like having a couple practices a week is like getting games in is always fun, so.
It's really interesting because I know the weather hindered Alexandria's schedule a little bit in the month of December. I think among the games on your team's schedule, 3 of them this month are makeup games. Was December a little bit of a grind because you had so many weather postponements?
Yeah, it was. We were at practice a lot, and we definitely grinded it out, but.
Your team now 10 victories out of 14 games so far. In terms of the progression of what you've seen out of the team comparing mid-November up until now, how is this team better than it was back on, say, November 7th or November 8th?
I think that we just have learned how to play with each other more. We have more chemistry with each other, and that for sure helps.
Jersey, I know that it's not only a special season for you because you're a senior on the Alexandria girls hockey team, but I see that monogram C on your sweater as well. I would like to get your reaction on being a captain of the Alexandria hockey team. How special is that for you?
It's so special. I feel so honored that the girls voted me as captain. I love being a leader, and I love being there for everyone, and it's awesome.
Very good. I know that you're going to be back in action, I think, a 3-game week next week, a 3-game week the following week. Do you feel that there are still some areas that the team can still play better on top of what it's been able to accomplish so far?
For sure. I mean, I think if we played like we did at the start of the game, like all game, then we would be unstoppable. We just need to find that consistency.
Not to step too far out of the realm of ice hockey at all, but I don't know if you're aware, but you're the second generation of Seversons that I've had the opportunity to cover. When your dad was a student athlete here in Alexandria, Ryan Severson, I know he was a terrific hockey player, excellent baseball player as well. Has your dad ever shared any stories about his days of being an Alexandria Cardinals student athlete himself?
Oh yeah, I've heard many stories, and like he coached me all through youth. So
yeah. How fun is that to have your dad be a coach on the younger level?
It was awesome. I mean, to get to share that like memories with him, it was really cool and special.
Very good. Jersey, congratulations on the victory to start 2026. Happy New Year to you and happy holidays to you and your family and everything. Thanks for joining us after the game.
Thank you very much.
There is senior captain Jersey Severson from the Alexandria Girls hockey team joining us as part of our Juttner Motors post-game show on People Radio, KXRA Alexandria, 1490 AM, 100.3 FM, 105.7 FM, audio through the Voice of Alexandria app. And thanks for watching us on our YouTube channel. Our streaming made possible with the support of our signature streaming sponsor, Integrity Title of Alexandria. We're going to take a break and we'll have more of our Juttner Motors post-game report after this timeout.
Resorts Marine in Osakis. Check us out for new and used boats, pontoons, UTVs, and golf carts. For the whole outdoors, shop us first, shop us last, just shop us. Resorts Marine and Outdoors in Osakis.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles 6 times for a great deal at Quality Toyota.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
Better water starts with EcoWater. Get started today and discover EcoWater's products and expertise for the perfect solution. Visit WeFixWaterMN.com with offices in Alexandria, Fergus Falls, Glenwood, and Morris.
When you come to Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill, you can count on great food, over 30 beers on tap, and a creative drink menu.
Come join us today at Fat Daddy's Bar and Grill in Alexandria.
Good service, good friends, and a great place to eat.
A broken tooth? Fixed in one appointment? Yes, we do that at Dental Health Associates with our CEREC crowns. We'll fix your tooth in one appointment, which means less time off work, less time away from your family, and more convenience for you. You're in and out in one visit.
Get great service at Alexandria Motors. Serving your family for generations and generations to come. Stop in for a great deal on your next vehicle. Alexandria Motors. One low price, plain and simple, always.
I see generations who are passionate about what they did. I hope that I can leave a legacy of compassion for people and love for family and friends.
There is a man, an insurance man, located in the birthplace of America, where he is committed to helping you find the best coverage for your needs.
Welcome. I'm Keith. When you think of insurance, think of Bill Marks, where we do the shopping for you.
Ford, Lincoln, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, Jeep. Make it Juttner Motors, your best price dealer. Make it Juttner Motors, your best price dealer.
From your first home to a growing family, life keeps moving. Hi, I'm Sarah Iverson with State Farm Insurance. Every change means something new to protect. Let's start a conversation today about your peace of mind, because like a good neighbor, Sarah Iverson will be there.
We welcome you back to the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria, where the Lady Cardinals get the victory by a final score of 5-1. Alexandria scoring a goal in each of the 3 periods. 3-goal first period really sprung Alexandria off to a good working advantage, and then the Cardinals carry a 4-0 lead into the 3rd period. Duluth broke the shutout bid of Victoria Myers, trying for her 2nd shutout of the week. But the Northern Stars did get a 3rd period goal, but then Anna Carinta capped off the scoring later on in the 3rd with under 2 minutes to go, and Alexandria gets the 5-1 victory. And in my mind, Jeff, I think a nice win. Duluth has put together a pretty nice season. Obviously that first 11 minutes and 12 seconds proved to be pivotal in kind of setting the table for a Cardinal victory.
Absolutely, but that's the way you have to do that. That's the way you have to come out, and you have to set the tone early, and Alexandria was able to do that. And it wasn't like Duluth came all the way back and made it a game, but it was more evenly played after that first 11 minutes, and Alexandria just did a real good job at having a good team effort and getting the win today.
Yeah, Alexandria bolts to the 4-0 advantage and ultimately gets the victory by a final of 5-1. Quick scoring recap. Quinn Hills got things started at 4:47 of the hockey game. The senior forward netted her 6th goal of the year. Bentley Cryle got her 6th assist of the year. Then 2 goals by defenseman Tegan Cullen just 37 seconds apart in the first period built the lead quickly to 3-0. Cullen's 5th goal of the year was her first of the afternoon. That was scored at 10:35 with Cryle getting another assist. And then the 2nd Cullen goal of the game was on the power play at 11:12, and Emily Doherty assisted on that score. Jersey Severson, our postgame guest, was able to get a 2nd period goal, the only goal of the 2nd for the teams, and it increased Alexandria's lead to 4-0. She got a nice assist pass from Emily Doherty. Doherty collecting her 2nd helper of the game and her 6th assist of the year. Doherty's assist on Jersey Severson's goal, by the way, honored as our Culver's play of today's game. That's presented to you by Culver's of Alexandria. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. The Duluth Northern Stars got on the board early in the 3rd period as junior forward Haley Martinson scored her 9th goal of the year at 3:05. Lucy Bell had an assist on the goal, and that would be the only score that Victoria Myers would let through. She would stop 12 shots in the 3rd period as Duluth outshot Alexandria 13-11 in the final 17 minutes. But only 1 goal scored by Duluth. Anna Carinta was able to cap off the Alexandria scoring with under 2 minutes remaining as she netted her 8th goal of the year. Danica Waldorf with the assist. The shots on goal for the game, Duluth had 26, 5 in the first period, 8 in the 2nd, 13 in the 3rd. It's interesting because in the first 11 minutes and 12 seconds of the game, when Alexandria built that 3-0 lead, the Northern Stars did not have a shot on the goal. Alexandria had 7 shots on goaltender Ailey Antilla up to that point, and Alexandria built the lead to 3-0. So you take out the first 7-0 surge, and Duluth actually had more shots on Victoria Myers than did Alexandria on the Northern Stars goalie Ailey Antilla. But as it would turn out, Alexandria finished with 28 shots on goal for the game, 9 in the first, 8 in the 2nd, 11 in the 3rd for the game total of 28. Victoria Myers makes 25 saves to raise her record to 10-4 on the year. Ailey Antilla, who came in with a pretty solid goals against average of 1.85. She yields 5 in 28 Alexandria shots today, and her record falls to 10-5 on the year. Minor penalties, Duluth committed 2 for 4 minutes. Alexandria committed 4 for 8 minutes. Jeff, I know that you don't want to have an advantage in terms of penalties committed, but the silver lining there is that the Cardinals' penalty kill was solid all afternoon.
Absolutely, and that is just one of the things that, you're going to take some. And physical penalties is always something that coaches are like, I can deal with those. The lazy penalties are the ones you don't want to have, the trippings, the hooking.
So the Cardinals on the power play went 1 for 2. Duluth went 0 for 4. Alexandria with the victory now stands at 10 wins and 4 defeats on the year. The Lady Cardinals will get back onto the ice. They're back at home here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center. Back-to-back evenings. Alexandria will be playing hockey. The Monday night game is against River Lakes. That is now on our broadcast schedule, an addition to the broadcast schedule because we had to reconfigure some of our schedule for later in January because we had some weather postponements of our own back in December. So Monday night, JP Boleen and I will be back here at the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center for a 7:15 varsity game. This drop of the puck might be a little bit closer to 7, sometime between 7 and 7:15. And our pregame shows should be on the air right around 6:30, if not a couple of minutes after 6:30. So, Jeff, it'll be great to be back with you on that. I think we'll bookend the week with some Alexandria hockey here in this fine facility. Boys hockey a week from tomorrow when Elk River Zimmerman comes in.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week of hockey. I mean, again, we've seen our fair share of River Lakes, but seeing the Elks come in from Elk River will be an exciting thing for the boys.
And it will be a little bit unusual to see an individual not named Cadence Roski in goal for River Lakes. I think she was a 6-year goaltender for River Lakes, and she was very, very good during her years representing the River Lake Stars. Jeff, enjoy the weekend. By the way, thank you for the holiday gift.
Absolutely.
In more ways than one, a holiday gift card. You hit my soft spot. I do tend to frequent that convenience store, and we've got 4 of them in the Alexandria area alone. So I hope you and your family had a wonderful holiday season, and we'll talk to you Monday night.
Yes, we'll see you guys later.
There is Jeff James, my broadcast partner for Alexandria Cardinal hockey coverage. He will be back with us on Monday evening. But before that, we're going to have more sports play-by-play tomorrow on our latent media platforms. This will be girls basketball, Alexandria at Orono. Pre-game coverage will be on the air at approximately 1:30. Play-by-play will follow at 2 o'clock. My thanks to all of the boosters of Alexandria Cardinal sports coverage who helped to bring you our play-by-play. Special thanks to Juttner Motors for sponsoring the post-game report. Jackson has been our KXRA studio engineer back at Master Control. By the way, Jackson, I will be efficient in the teardown attempt because in about a half an hour from now, I will be in the KXRA studio with a live edition of our Alexandria Cardinal Sports Report. JP Boleen has been our videographer, and Jeff James has been my broadcast partner. Dave McClurg wishing you a good evening from the Prime West Health Runestone Community Center in Alexandria, where the Cardinal girls hockey team won its 10th of the year, defeating Duluth 5-1. All right, catch up with you later.